All right, so yeah, I guess we picked up last week. The party was fighting a group of skeletons, and Beckett was down. We got Beckett up, um, got the skeletons down, met up with Cans, uh, started to pursue our way deeper into the dungeon when we ran into this ghostly figure that decided that he wanted to throw insults at me, calling me an orc, desecrator of dwarves, like all these horrible things. Uh, yeah, so I ran after it and tried to take it down. Ran right through it, trying to grapple it, hit the wall. Found out that essentially we were going to need some sort of magic to be able to take him down. The group started to pursue him and started to fight him. He backed off into a room. I followed him into the room. That's the room there on the screen now. But there was a big rug in the middle of that room to begin with, and that rug opened up and enveloped me and started smothering me. Now, me as a grappling druid, desert druid who essentially just wanted to handle that thing by himself, everybody decided to join in and try and help me. Help. Morgwin blasted me with Eldrick's Blast, then stabbed me twice, once with a short sword and with a rapier, attempting to fight this rug. But the rug only takes half the damage, I take the other half. I changed into a crocodile, ended up back into human. We finally put the smothering rug down when Ghostly Guy came back in, and of course I started chasing him again. Chased him into the next room, right, Morgan? Yep. Popped a moonbeam up. I think there was a center room in there too, right? Wasn't there, where we fought him for a little bit. I put up a moonbeam. He escaped to the next room. I chased him to the next room again, put the moonbeam on him. So all we had to do was wait until his turn, right, Morgan?
Yep.
He had
what
4
did you
HP.
do?
4 HP. Oh,
Yep.
I figured, well, I might as well help.
Yeah, so you decided to fire an Eldrick's Blast through the doorway that I was standing in. Rolled a 1, hit me with said Eldrick's Blast. Doing
And then
damage
what did you roll there, Ramondo?
What did I roll? What do you mean?
Oh, what was your concentration roll, right?
Well, I was rolling at an advantage, and I believe I rolled like a 5 and a 7, I think, total, or something like that. So even with advantage, I lost my moonbeam. And so Ghostly Guy came up, touched me, and knocked me unconscious right in front of Morgwin.
Yep.
Thus extending the battle out into the next room. Cans very nicely brought me back up. Now I'm even more furious. Now I go to chase him some more. Beckett follows me this time. Cans hangs back, to what was it? See if he came back into the room.
Yeah.
Or was it, let's investigate some armors and bring up another creature? Because I think that's what it was.
There's a little metagaming there, but yeah, the figure was standing on the wall in the room that I was in. But yeah.
So we ended up spawning in armor as well. I'm running into the next room where there's a little old lady that I know there's something that ain't quite right. Beckett follows me in, opens up one of the doors, doesn't see the guy there, so decides to leave and go look for secret doors. So leaves me in this room with this woman all by myself. She charms me, turns into a succubus.
Then you made out with her.
I mean, making out, I think that's kind of an overstatement.
She was Canadian, right?
She's Canadian.
She was Canadian.
Yeah, she was Canadian.
Okay, Canadian succubus.
Yes. And so I escorted her out of her room, which was apparently her jail cell. That's when, we made out. I think. I don't know, because I dropped unconscious again.
What was that? 5 die 6? 6 die 6?
Something. Enough to put me down.
You don't particularly remember that part. I get it.
And then Beckett found the guy that he was looking for the secret doors, but that guy possessed him. He came back to the to the armor room where these guys were fighting the armor, and their idea was, hey, let's just put them down. And if we take Beckett down, then the possession will end. I mean, Beckett was also trying to kill them. So they put Beckett down. Beckett bled out. I'm unconscious. I don't know how many death saves I've failed before getting the 20. But they rolled a natural 20 on my death save, so I woke up with 1 hit point right at the end of the battle, right as everything was done. So I crawled back to this room with 2 levels of exhaustion into the bed, furious at Morgwin. Very happy with Mr. Cans. I think he did a phenomenal job last session, and helping me out.
How many times did I revive you?
Twice, right?
Yeah. Oh man, that was rough.
So I think I hit on everything, didn't I, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we ended up in this room here. And Cans, I think, was searching around the room, right? And he found a chest. And that's where we ended the game.
I found a
we
chest.
decided to hold up on the chest because we knew, the rogue will be back next week.
So we thought Neji might want to try to open it or something, I guess. And, it was a pretty intense game. Beckett's cold body is dead in the other float room. It was pretty interactive combat, and you guys are pretty beat up. Now, what I'd like to do, a couple interesting little changes. Number one is in the UA stuff, if you're reading that like Morgwin is, feel free to use those rules if you want. If not, that's fine. Whatever. It's up to you. You want to use the stuff that you got now. It's hard because I don't know how well D&D Beyond integrates the UA stuff. Probably not at all. But for instance, you can use your Bardic Inspiration as a reaction to actually heal someone when they take damage.
Yep.
And you kind of
influence a challenge roll. Yeah.
Yeah. And
hey, you could have Bardic Inspiration instead of stabbing somebody too, right?
We're still doing this, huh?
Nah, we'll leave it now.
How many more? I want the pool to go of how many weeks out we'll be still coming back to this point. Because, for those of you who weren't here, this was one of those singular moments in time where the whole session was combat, and there was 0 metagame, 0 OP power gaming. And it was just everybody going in every direction all at once. And we made it through, but it was like a comedy of errors of what happens when you just play the damn game.
Cheers.
What else happened? So there's I know our exhaustion rules so there's 2 kind of rule changes I want to do gameplay wise. One is the exhaustion mechanic rules. I linked those for you in there. This is a part of the new UA document. Exhaustion has been massively simplified. Before, you kind of had to know what every single stack of exhaustion did. And it was also I think a part of the DMG or something. It was not it's a condition status effect. We use it a lot in our games because it helps with the gritty rule set / mortality of players. So when you receive a critical hit, or you deal a critical hit to a creature or something like that, or you drop to 0, you take a stack of exhaustion. Instead of being very punishing now, where it's you get disadvantage on all saves right off the bit, or ability checks right off the bat. How it works is there's 10 stacks of exhaustion now, up from 6. And each level of exhaustion gives you -1 basically to all rolls. But it also, that's an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So you just exhaustion stack 1 gives you -1, but a caveat too is your spell save DC goes down by 1. So that's something you kind of have to remember if you're a spellcaster. So it becomes easier for monsters to save against your spells. So basically, exhaustion has been nerfed slightly. To compensate for that, what we will allow is multiple exhaustion stacks to be taken if you take a big hit. So there's possibilities. So say you drop in combat and you take a big hit, you could take 2 stacks instead of 1 in the past. Now, I've also introduced the rules around that, which haven't changed, which is around the rest rules a little bit. During a long rest, someone can perform a medicine check on you, but they can't take watch, right? To try to remove a stack of exhaustion from you. Cool. That's just the kind of the basic rules. Exhaustion has been simplified. Sorry, Ramondo, what?
Can you do it? Like, can I do medicine on myself to get rid of exhaustion?
No, another player has to do it to you because they're like tending to your wounds. That's the way I think about it. So that buffs medicine is a skill. The other thing too is I buff lesser restoration. Too, since exhaustion got nerfed, lesser restoration gets buffed. And that a lot of times players don't have greater restoration. Before, greater restoration was able to remove those stacks of exhaustion. As a 5th level spell and a 200 gold piece spell component, it's pretty taxing, I think. Lesser restoration will remove 1 stack of exhaustion, and greater restoration, I think, removes 2d6 stacks of exhaustion. Something like that. I have to look at what I did with it. But something like that where there's a little bit of rolls with greater restoration. But it makes exhaustion more dynamic and also not as punishing, I think. We will still keep the DC 15 con save in there if you take a critical hit. Just because it is what it is. We're playing testing some of this stuff out too. The other rule, so that was the first rule. The second rule is initiative and combat. I linked a video in our thing. I linked it a couple times. Yeah, if you got over the 2-minute addy in the beginning, right? Basically, it'll have alternating initiatives, and we'll test a little bit of that out tonight. Or if you guys do have combat tonight, we'll test it out. Because, like, say the case with Beckett, where he got just jumped by a bunch of skeletons, that would not happen in alternating initiative. It balances the encounters out a little bit. Where these, it goes from monster to player, back to monster to player. Now, and then what's interesting too is the way they were talking, all summons go at the very end of combat, so that's on the player side. And how it works right now is there's something called grouped initiative. I don't want to get too technical, but like say a bunch of goblins or skeletons, they would all go on the same initiative count, and that's what happened with Beckett. Is they all go on the same initiative count to simplify, the combat. Now what would happen is the skeletons will be staggered throughout the combat. So it makes the combat a lot more, and I agree with everything, pretty much everything, and I'd like to game test it. And I think it's going to help balance out the combat a lot. Thoughts? Just ready to go? Let's play, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are in this room resting up, beat up badly. So if you have those stacks of exhaustion from last game, we're using the new exhaustion system. So it might not be as punishing, but I think a lot of you guys are out of spell slots.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do? And as the door opens, Bizgig, Vodos, and Neji walk in.
Oh, where the fuck you bastards been? Could have used your fucking help.
Exploring.
Did you find anything?
No, I wasn't. No.
I just stay stoic, silent, Vodos does.
Well, most of us are fucking knackered. We're gonna need some time. Why don't we set up a watch? Hold up here. I mean, for fuck's sake, look at Ramondo.
I have 1 hit point. I have 2 stacks of exhaustion. I've used all of my spell slots, all of my hit dice.
Hit dice. What's a hit dice?
And
Are you saying this in character?
I've lost everything. No,
And
out
he's
of character.
got-
When you guys are looking
Yeah,
at me,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell I'm just done.
And he's got
I do
lipstick
have
on his
one
cheek.
wild. Sorry, I do have 1 wild shape left.
Oh,
I don't
well, then you got
remember-
like 40 hit points. You're good.
I think I had 2 stacks of exhaustion, if I'm not mistaken. Is there any way to track that on the sheet, or do you just have to remember?
On the,
There
top,
is-
on the top right under conditions, they probably only go up to 6 stacks. Or you,
Oh,
if there's something
okay.
like very customizable like this, guys, you can always go into the notes section of your D&D Beyond sheet and just manually type it out there.
I'm tracking.
Cans, you pull up a chest, right?
Yeah.
From beneath the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
chest-
gonna start dragging it across the floor. You guys are gonna see this like 2'1" kobold dragging a chest. It's probably close to the same size as him. And I'm gonna bring it over to Neji and be like, "Can you open this?"
Out of character. I think I have 2 stacks of exhaustion, so probably if we rest, maybe after I wake up, it'd be
But remember,
easier.
it's -2 to the roll. It's
Oh,
non-sponsored,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
We
yeah,
just
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, right?
We literally just talked about that. Yeah.
Welcome to the game.
So what? Yeah, I can open this.
Oh, cool.
You go down with your thieves' tools, Neji.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like we
Yep.
talked about, the thieves' tools are built out of like, hard steel. Like, they're very strong. They're not meant to break. Roll a sleight of hand roll, Neji.
Okay.
Now, I know that I was reading a little bit more about the rogues.
So
Apparently,
14.
they gain proficiency or expert proficiency in those tools. That's not really how I use tools. Like, you have to be proficient to use them, but then you use the skill to actually use it, and that's kind of how the crafting system works too. Neji, you twist the lock picks in there. You hear the first tumbler go, and you look to see if there's any traps. You listen very closely to see if you hear any other type of strange clicking going on. The second tumbler clicks, and the third, and the lock comes right off of this wooden chest. Do you open it?
Yeah, I do.
A chest is pretty large. It's almost as large as cans, right? Something like that. It's like 2 or 3 feet long. It's a few feet wide, tall, and you open it up, and the torchlight in the room, just from the other from the party, from Fortune's favor, glimmers into the chest, and you see thousands of coins.
Holy moly! What kind are they?
Silver and copper coins.
Fizzgig chest. Full of copper.
He's collecting all the copper. Sheesh. How much is in it? Or are you still figuring that out?
I already have it. It's up to you. Do you want to start? So I'm going to ask the party. Are we trying to do a long rest here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
While we do long rests,
I am-
there's 3 watches, right?
Yep.
2 hours each.
I am able to medicine check somebody to attempt to take away exhaustion.
Only one person has to remain on watch. If 2 people do it, right? Anybody who's on that particular set of watch rolls perception if an encounter occurs versus a stealth of a creature. So who wants to be on first watch?
Cans can take first.
Hans, what do you look like?
Greasy little kobold. Pretty orange. Orange tint.
Anybody else want to
Um,
go on first watch?
I'll do it. Vodos will step up and take it.
Who's going on second watch?
Should me and Ramondo just go on last watch, since we need to be healed? Or
We can't take watch if we're going to heal.
like at all? Okay, my bad.
So it's got to be
there is-
Fizzgig
there-
and Mordwin.
There is a rule. If you have a current stack of exhaustion, you can do watch. You have to make the DC con save. It's DC 10, I think.
I have 2 stacks. So
Do we all have stacks of? Should we just camp out here for a few days? Just keep long resting over and over.
there's a lot of shit in this room. I mean, there's books and stuff we could read.
Yeah, we got a bard for music.
I can play songs, read poetry.
Is
It's like
no one
being
taking
stuck in
second
a
watch?
snowed-in bar with an Oasis cover band.
There you go. What's the story, Morning Glory? It's 1996 all over again.
By the way, I need healing too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm less than half health.
Oh, that's what you'll get when you sleep.
Yeah. So what's?
I mean, what
Anybody
happens
doing
if
second
someone
watch is the
takes?
question.
What happens if I take first and second? I can't long rest.
That is correct.
You should probably just take second watch, Vodos.
I'm going to move Vodos over to
Shit.
second, and then who's on
Yeah.
third?
I mean, Fizzgig would have to take third. He's not exhausted, right?
I'm not exhausted.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll do second.
I can work on Neji with the medicine check. I am proficient. I'm normally a +5. So, but I can work on him.
Neji, you count out the coins, over the next, So first of all, I'm going to roll a d20. The d20 represents the chance of a random encounter. We'll roll an 18 or higher for a random encounter to occur, and then I would roll a d6 to determine which random watch I would affect, right? And then it depends on the creature as well. Neji, though, as we're kind of setting up, you can scoop up, you can scoop 100 coins per minute, but to count the coins, takes a little time, right? So it takes you about an hour to start counting out all those coins. Is anybody helping Neji count thousands of coins? Ramundo, you're kind of exhausted, but you do the best you can, right? And you're helping him count out the coins. I'll link the treasure right now in the group chat. It contains 1,200 silver pieces and 3,000 copper pieces and a square of silk which was wrapped in a star sapphire. It's worth 500 gold pieces. And a pair of matched blue topazes worth 90 gold pieces each. And I'll link that in here for you guys.
Wow.
So a lot of coins and silver. The chest is engraved like a dwarven chest, right? Somehow this Cans, when you found this chest tucked away, something is, weird about it, right? Because this place was pillaged all by orcs in some type of attack, as the forces of darkness attack this type of stuff. But somehow this chest remained.
I'll do the math for everybody, and I'll post it.
You're the group treasurer?
We can all put it on. I'll do the math. We can all put it on our character sheets. As far as the sapphire and the topazes, I'll grab those. I'll hold on to them for now.
Well, Morgwin...
until we sell them or find a use.
And actually, Morgwin, I needed to let you know, because I think at the sometime in the session that we were not on, I'm holding that goblinoid skull. That was a gift to me from the bully, or sorry, that from Gronk.
Yeah, I don't have that on my, I'm not...
That's on my sheet, just so you know.
Yeah, go, as long as it's on your sheet, it's all good.
Morgwin, before you decide to sell it, let me know ahead of time. I've got something up my sleeve.
For which?
The sapphire.
Copy that. I want to check to make sure that some of these gems aren't spell components. And once they aren't, then once we figure it out, we'll get rid of them.
Got it.
Or use them for whatever. Because I know you like to rub rocks together.
Yeah, it's a different kind of rubbing. It's a sort of a rub that makes it shinier, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
He has no idea what you mean.
Oh, you weren't here last week. You'll see it.
Oh, okay.
I seem to have misplaced my bracelet.
Yeah, here, you can have it back.
Thank you.
So everybody gets 200 silver and 500 copper. Commit that to your character sheets, please.
Boom, baby. Done.
Whoever
Wow.
don't want the weight of the copper, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Oh my god.
I'm working on the...
Fizzgig. You can take my 542 copper.
That's like what, 5 gold? Yeah.
You got it?
Fiskib,
Yeah,
why
thank
do you
you.
like copper so much?
Cool. Because it looks good.
Okay, well you can hold mine too.
Okay.
500 copper.
Thank you.
You guys begin
Neji,
a
do
long
you want-
rest, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
So I was going to say, Neji, do you want a medicine check to try and take exhaustion off?
Absolutely.
So can I work on that as bulk with him?
Well, if the medicine check is done, yes. I'm going to say you guys can try it. It's done after the first 4-hour mark, right? Because that's
Okay.
when you regain your hit dice. Now, from what I understand, the way I actually reread some of the rest rules that we use, you actually only regain half of your hit dice, not all of your hit dice, when you're resting outside of town.
Round it up or down?
We'll round it up.
Okay.
And
I
we're
am
gonna
in a
do,
bed.
I'm going to
Just
do
kidding.
Song of Rest as well.
You can pick the hit dice that you recover as a player. So, like, you have multi-class and you have higher hit dice. It would actually be the higher hit dice that refresh first, depending on your class type.
Everybody gets an extra 2 hit points back after Song of Rest. I play a very slow, laborsome song that you, like a lullaby, that everybody feels just a tiny bit enriched by when they wake up.
Really
HP
not
or
helping
temp
my
HP?
watch.
Is it HP or temp HP?
That is HP.
That's regular HP.
Oh, okay.
Healing. Oh boy.
If that's the case, can I cast Cure Wounds?
If you
Or
have
if
any
you
spell
saw a
slots,
spell slot.
if you have spell slots,
Sorry,
that's-
does it-
yes, you want to cast
it-
them now.
Doesn't require a spell slot.
What are you talking about? Is this from your furball thing?
This is through the thing that was given to me
Oh.
the other day.
Yeah, the divine. You're talking about the feat
Yes.
as once per long rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast that if you want.
I figured since I'm having a long rest now, I may as well use it now before I have the long rest.
Definitely.
That'll be 8 plus 4 on the intelligence.
Ramundo, go ahead and roll the medicine roll.
Okay. I'm going to roll it. I would be at a -2 to this roll, I do believe.
That's right. It's passes,
Ooh.
right? Because the DC is 15 plus the stack of exhaustion on that player. You understand?
So I got to an 18.
So he passes. I think the DC was 17, right?
Yep.
Little
Oh,
confusing,
geez. So
but-
if you have like a lot of stacks, like it's really hard.
Well, it would normally be
Wait.
even harder because he'd be rolling at a disadvantage since he's exhausted himself.
Well, yeah.
Think
But if
about
you
it
had,
like
s-
if you go to a town and then you go to an inn and you hire a healer,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Now,
I have
Ramundo, do you have
access
do
to
you have a
lesser
healer's
restoration.
do you have a healer's kit? Ramundo?
I
don't think so.
Good question. No, I don't think I do.
Now, something I do with that medicine roll is you have to have a healer's kit, right? Because it's like you're like a nurse, like a triage nurse, taking care of you. But that's okay. We can waive it for now, right? Because I'm just making shit up on the fly.
Yeah, all I have is like the original, like, stuff that was given to my guy at the beginning, like through.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like through his background and stuff. So it gave me an herbalism kit,
That's fine.
but no medicine.
Cans is up on first watch by himself. It's kind of lonely, Cans. What are you thinking about? Everyone's asleep.
Cans is just going to be rubbing rocks together to kill time.
Make a
Doesn't really have a lot on his mind. He doesn't really think much.
make a perception roll.
Does it really think?
Also, is that one or both stacks removed from
So
my
you lose
exhaustion?
one stack when you complete the full rest, and then you remove
And then-
another, right?
Okay, so at the end of all this, assuming nothing happens, I'll be
Yep.
good.
What is your dreams and hopes, Cans? As the hours slip by.
To find a vial to create potions. That is his dream.
You see it, you roll a 14 on the perception. Like, I'm looking here at the model. There's a vial here. Or a flask on the table. You grab it.
Mhm. Sure, I'll grab it.
It's pretty dirty. It's been sitting here for a long time. Like, it's caked in dust. Add it to your character sheet. You have a
Cool.
flask, right?
Yeah. He's actually gonna use it.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
He's gonna create an experimental elixir.
I think you have to roll a
God.
D8 or something, or
D6.
roll it up.
Doesn't quite know what it does.
Do I have to roll on this?
No, I think it's 6 different options that it creates.
Yes,
I think
yeah.
number
it's
one is a
one.
healing potion,
Mhm.
but Cans is a new alchemist, so he doesn't know what it does.
Sure, yeah. Cool. When someone drinks your potion, they regain 2d4 hit points plus your intelligence mod. So just keep that in mind, right?
Okay.
Next person up on watch is Vodos.
Yes, sir.
Vodos, everybody goes to sleep. You look around as you were just maybe exploring around some of these dwarven ruins. Got maybe separated, and you went back to check on the other Durgar. And the groups were able to handle the ghost over here, which is why they didn't come over here, if you remember. And for good reason. Beckett cost Beckett's life. Right? What are you thinking about, Vodos?
Vodos, while keeping watch, would kind of grip the amulet around his neck and kind of question to Avarice is, am I truly the one you wanted to bestow your power upon? Is it truly me that you want to be a champion? Because
You say like a prayer?
yes, kind of asking her questions while I'm praying. Those are the 2 questions I kind of keep asking myself.
You think to yourself that, like, Avarice is the god of bloodlust, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
cut yourself to draw your own
Oh,
blood.
yeah.
Or do you
yeah.
cut yourself?
If you can see on my character model, upon my arms, are these really big black lines. Every time along those, I'll get my longsword, and I'll just slice through and draw a little bit of blood.
Okay. You take, when you wake up, you have 1 hit point of damage, right?
It's fine.
Or you
Yeah,
take
that's
1 hit point of damage. Make a religion roll with advantage
Religion.
as you pray to the god of Avarice, or the goddess Avarice, the god of bloodlust.
You said religion at advantage. I have. Oh no. Natural 20 minus
I see
2.
that. You close your eyes. You see a sea. Over the sea. Far away from here. You see an isle. Isles. See a white tower. Fly past the tower. Like an out-of-body experience for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go to a palace somewhere. In the center of the palace, a sword spins. We'll come back to you. Let me pull the... Dude, you got me, but I wrote something up a while ago with this. I don't know if I can pull it up straight up. Give me a second.
It's alright. I'm loving these visions.
You see the ornate tapestry of this dome-like room. It surrounds you. It's finally hung up high upon the walls of this oval chamber. It depicts mighty tales of a woman. Blonde hair that changes over time. Her hair is now white. She's elvish. And you see also another man. Is he also an elf as well? And eventually you see him perform ghastly ceremonies. You see executions depicted on the walls of this. In the center of the room, a sword spins, and it has the low hum of the goddess's blade. It emanates in the empty chamber. What do you do?
In this out of body experience, would I be able to move? Am I able to move around in this chamber?
You tell me.
I want to try to approach this spinning sword in the middle of the room.
Damn it. Thought I had the stuff for this.
Sorry.
You approach it, and then you wake up. We'll go to the next guy. You don't know where you're at, but you know something is out there. I mean, you rolled a natural 20, so something is out there. You kind of come to as you're on watch. Make a perception roll with disadvantage as you've been like in a trance.
At a perception roll at disadvantage?
That's correct.
Disadvantage.
As the DM is caught off guard. I have this huge, awesome paragraph.
I got a 5.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to that scene. I just found it.
Okay, cool. I got a 5 anyway.
Okay. You hear the voice say to you, "This world was built by killers. It is only thanks to the blood of our enemies and their sons and daughters that we're able to build such a mighty place."
Who is this talking? Is this just in the
Unknown.
like as I'm walking towards the sword?
Sounds like yourself talking.
Oh, that's so weird. I could still approach this sword, right?
Yes.
Just want to go up to it and just as close as possible and reach out a hand towards it.
You seek much strength, and it is Avarice who gives us the strength and the willpower to achieve our goals. The sword floats. You hear it humming. It's like in this oval chamber. Around, you see like a stranger. Is this a queen of some kind? And the king? It's. Do you know who the immortal twins are, Vodos?
Enlighten me.
If we continue, and you seek me, we can become her. And we can rule as the gods. Never forget, Vodos. Your body is still bone and meat, wrapped in blood to be spilt in her name. Make your perception roll with disadvantage. As you wake up out of the trance. Oh, you already rolled it, right? You rolled a 5.
Yeah, I did. I 5, yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
I
let me
rolled
make a
7
roll here.
anyway.
Pulling back the old school stuff here. Let me go to the next player. Fizzgig's on third watch. Fizzgig, what's going on? The party has just come across a nice little treasure hoard. Unfortunately, the ghost has been slain, but the party has taken a massive toll, and Beckett is dead.
Oh.
An eerie sound hums in the room, haunted by the dead dwarves that were killed in here long ago by the orcs and the forces of the darkness.
Okay. Just to verify, the room we are in currently, this room has been searched, correct?
That is correct. Kane searched it pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
You see some old beakers and stuff like that. And this is how broken items work. So this item is broken. It's an alchemy kit. It just requires half the gold to repair it.
Interesting.
Any broken item is just halved in price and value, and it requires that amount of gold to restore it.
Well, while I'm on watch, all I'm going to be doing is counting my copper.
You put it out in like piles of 10 or piles of 8 or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And I've one tower higher than the other. I'd like trying to put as many coins on it before it tips over.
Make a perception roll. as the
High
clinking
rolls,
of the
yeah.
copper happens.
10.
We successfully complete a long rest. It is now 4:17 in the morning. Everybody needs to reduce 1 day's worth of rations from their character sheet.
Go.
Right.
The day is yours.
Asbog, would alchemy supplies have, or alchemist supplies have, I guess like beakers to make potions with?
Ugh.
The only flask that you, you're talking about alchemy's kit or alchemy supplies? Let me take
Yeah.
a look. So, there we go. So I'm going to read the description of this. It includes 2 glass beakers, a metal frame to hold a beaker in place over an open flame, and a glass stirring rod, and a small mortar and pedestal, and a pouch of common alchemical ingredients to include salt, powdered iron, and purified water.
Got it.
Cool?
Yep.
You have a couple beakers in there.
Yeah, I don't know if people want to be drinking out of my beakers.
I will.
Well, in that case, I'll make another experimental elixir when I wake up. Because I do have alchemist supplies. And I rolled a
It's
4.
once per long rest, and you can create additional experimental elixirs by expending a spell slot. So yeah, you can create 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to see here.
I know what 4 is.
Yeah,
so-
you can create 1 per day. This is kind of cool. I thought sometimes these the stuff from artificers, you create it like your infusions, and it's limited to that amount. Like you have a certain amount of charges or existing items in the world, and that's why I'm just checking that. But no, with this one, it's a little busted. You can create as many as you want.
Cool. I'm also, Ramundo, you're going to see runes sort of disappear from your chest. And then you're going to see me writing runes on my chest.
Runes, huh?
Yeah, runes.
What do you guys
I think
do?
he's muted. Raimundo's muted.
You muted, buddy.
I think he's trying to talk.
Do you
The
say
night-
that
the
lesser
night-
restoration,
Okay.
lesser restoration will take away?
It will take away 1 stack of exhaustion.
Right. And then that rest took away 1 stack from us, right?
That's correct.
All right, so I'm going to cast lesser restoration on myself to get rid of my stack of exhaustion.
Okay.
Wait.
Cast a second
Didn't
level
we want to
spell.
spend? Sorry, didn't we want to spend another long rest here anyway? Or is that not what we're doing? Because if we're spending another long rest, it's not. Well, it doesn't really matter if you use lesser restoration anyway. But
I'm going to blow my spell slots and get everything up as much as I can.
fair enough.
So yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself just to give myself some healing.
Khan's is currently making potions right now, right?
Khan has made another potion, yeah.
I think Vodos would kind of walk up to him and just go, he's like 6'2". I don't know how short you are, Khans.
2'1".
Oh God.
I'll fit in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm a Triton. I'm way taller than I should be for story reasons. But I'm going to get down on one knee and get as low as possible, and he goes, "What is that?" As he kind of looks eager.
The liquid?
Yes.
I have no idea. I'm just making things. My master at one point used to be an alchemist, and so I just mimic what he did. I have no idea what this does.
Give it to me.
Okay, here you go.
I can see someone drinking this and it just being exploding.
That's what I probably want to do right now, but I want to save it too. Which is something what Vodos would do. And he kind of looks at it. What color is it?
Let's say red. It is red.
Ah! Do you mind if I keep this?
Oh yeah, of course. More than happy to share.
I'll use it in my most desperate time. I'll use it in my most desperate time.
Okay.
Hopefully it will help.
All right.
I kind of just walk away. I stand back up from my prone. How short you are.
I'll walk over to Morgan and hand him the green one. Present.
It's a
you.
lovely color. I will cherish this. Yeah. Thanks, lad.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll just go back to tinkering with my my bag.
Green juice from dog guy. There you go.
Got him a bottle of Mountain Dew.
Right. It's like Ecto Cooler. Sorry, I'm again making an age reference.
Ramundo, as you cast the Lesser Restoration, the kiss of where the succubus kissed you, all the veins and the headache that you had go away, and the clarity returns to you too.
Oh, that's a relief. Oh, I'm not gonna go to Canada anytime soon, guys.
Strange, when you almost died, you did not see the god of travel.
Some may call that strange.
What does Ramundo look like? Vodos doesn't know.
Sorry, what was that?
He's laying in the
Is
bed.
that what does
right here.
Ramundo look like? But Vodos doesn't really know what he looks like.
Uh,
Let me see.
so, like a desert druid, just picture the Rock. Like big, strong, like guy, but definitely aged a little bit. Like he's a little bit older and he doesn't move quite as well as he should have. But yeah, you haven't seen me at wild shape and such like that. So primarily I'm wild shaping and casting spells.
Height?
Those two things. So.
You know your height? By chance?
My height?
Yeah.
Am I like 6'4", I think?
Damn.
I can look. I don't remember exactly what I put on.
There you go, Ramundo.
By the way, Fizzgig is 7 foot, by the way.
There you go.
You're 7'4"?
Perfect.
What?
Yeah,
What are
7
you?
foot. I'm a furbog.
Oh my god, those guys are huge.
What do you guys do?
Vodos itching to leave, to be honest.
Asbald, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You know the cantrip light?
Light? Yeah.
It says I can cast it on any object that is less than in a 20-foot cube. What did it say? I think.
You have to touch an object, and basically illuminates that object from a
Okay,
point in space.
so if I have more than one object in my hand
you can
and
only
I
cast
cast
you
light,
can only cast light on one object. That's what the spell description says. Only cast light at one object at one time.
okay, never mind.
What do you guys do?
Oh, didn't Morgan want to talk to Vodos about something? Like 2 campaigns ago when I first came? I think I did lay on hands and you said you needed to talk to me right after I did that.
You're going back a number of weeks, man. I'm looking if I can remember what I had for lunch.
All right. Well, I guess that's off the table then. Fuck.
I think we should probably tend to Beckett. Not quite sure what we do with them.
Beckett is
And
dead
shouldn't we
immediately.
look through the rooms that perhaps the room that you were in, lad? Where you found your Canadian girlfriend?
Yep. Should probably make our way through those.
So, I guess we're up now.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. in the morning.
4 a.m.
What do you guys do?
Shit, Bodos is up. He's
Who's
dead.
leading the party? What's the marching order? Or just move your models wherever you're going?
Let me see. Forgot I can do that now. Oh my god.
So, perhaps we start in the.
Want to go to this room here?
Yeah, let's just do room by room.
Okay.
Oh, I just teleported.
Bodos, you're large, sir. Why don't you go first? We didn't spend a lot of time here.
A lot of bones. A lot of orcs and dwarves piled up. This is a long, drawn-out fight.
I don't like this room. I feel like this is the one room we didn't go into. And all the other rooms had something, some sort of surprise.
There's also, it's hard to see in the darkness, but there's rooms on the other side as well.
Oh god.
There's 4 doors on the other side of the room, of this area.
Let's do the rooms we know of first. The doors we've already opened.
So
So-
what would you like me to do, Morgwin? In
Nothing of note in this room, yeah.
Make a roll, an investigation roll. You want me to make it for you in secret?
No, who's our investigator? So we know who to help.
Well, it's
I've got
either me or someone else.
I've
I
got
have plus 4.
proficiency.
I
Alright,
have plus 4, but don't have proficiency.
I have -2.
I have +5.
alright,
I mean-
so somebody can help me, and well, wait, Neji, you have investigation, don't you?
No.
Okay, then. So somebody will give me the help, and I get -1 to an 11. So I get a 10.
I'll
Mhm.
help by throwing stuff around, moving everything around.
Kind of move some of the tables. You shift over. This place is a tomb.
Damn.
Oh, fellas, this room is for shite. Let's move along. We'll go into the room we killed Beckett in, where his corpse lay.
Beckett's corpse is right here.
Oh god. Is it?
His body is in full rigor mortis. The ghost, after possessing him, reached down and touched him in his dying state. He's entered into
And that's
rigor
some
mortis.
nice armor.
He's entered into rigor mortis.
That's right. He did take the +1 scale, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah. he
Yeah.
did.
Let me pull up
Well-
his character sheet.
His things, he doesn't have any use for them, does he?
Considering he's dead, I don't think so.
I'm gonna go up to Beckett, and Bodos is gonna attempt to pick him up and put him on the table.
You put him on the table.
Okay. And I'm gonna whisper in his ear, "I'm sorry, friend, but it's strength above all." And are his eyes open?
I'm going to say no, that you guys probably shut his eyes on the way before you guys started to rest.
All right, cool. What does he have on invisibly? Do you know? Or
He
do I
doesn't have
just
his character
look through it
sheet
myself?
linked anymore, so I'm guessing he only has what Morgwin said he had, which is the +1 scale mail. that you guys found in the Grick lair above here, right? Or below here.
Yeah.
We should
Beyond
take
that, he used to use like blood magic, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was a exorcist. if I
There were
remember.
some coins, but I don't think we need to dick around with coins.
Yeah. No.
Does anyone have a need for +1 scale mail?
Bodos is a heavy armor kind of guy, so no.
Yeah.
Cans does wear scale mail, surprisingly.
Take it.
There you go.
Take it.
All right.
+1 scale mail, sir. Put it on your sheet.
What is the requirement for the +1 scale mail? Just wondering, that's all.
It is
Medium?
medium armor proficiency.
So there's no attribute needed for it.
Well, you're an Eldritch Knight's fighter, so you can wear heavy armor, Bizgig.
Yeah, I know that. I was just wondering that wrong.
No problem.
Yeah, it's medium.
You have disadvantage on stealth checks, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
don't
guys
want it, just so you know. I just
Bizgig,
wondered.
what are you wearing? Leather armor?
Yeah, currently.
Desperate times, Fizzgig. A fighter with leather armor.
Fight a wizard with leather armor.
You took your level of wizard, yeah?
Yeah.
Heyo.
Mhm. So the armor that we defeated in the corner, is that serviceable? Is it just derelict? Or is it just
It's melted.
cobbled itself?
No, it's been
Okay.
melted by cans, and like it's totally disrepaired. You shattered it, like slicing into it and stabbing it. There's like fragments, like haunted fragments. But with the power of the ghost destroyed, the room stands silent.
So I got a 20 total, a dirty 20 to search this room, investigate.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Margwin's leading the group.
Is this the room you found your Canadian girlfriend in, lad?
Yep.
Okay, then.
The room was once a library or a study. Bookshelves stand against the walls. Piles of books rest on a reading table in the middle of the room. The air reeks of moldy paper. Doors exit to the north, east, and south.
Okay.
Hey Fizzkid, can you get this flask at the top of the bookshelf for me?
Sure.
So I got a 17 investigate in this room.
Okay. What is Hans trying to do?
I was asking Fizzgig to grab the flask at the top of the bookshelf right here.
Add another flask to your sheet as you grab this flask up here. So when you guys start interacting with items on the map, this whole bookshelf is considered one single model, so I can't just go up there and remove that flask. But it's cool. I like that. There's nothing beyond that. Margween, soggy notebooks, mold has mostly destroyed most of the books, but you are able to pull together some information, but it's all written in Dwarvish. Do you read Dwarvish?
Nope.
It is what it is.
We do have somebody that can do comprehend languages, but we're not right now.
I know how to speak Dwarvish, but I can't read.
Can't
I
read?
love that character. so
Did you
much.
nerf yourself? Did you nerf yourself?
Listen, I was born like this, okay?
Oh my god.
That's fantastic.
Maybe if you start like pronouncing the things, I can tell you what they mean.
Potter's gonna look at you, cons. How old are you?
20.
That's 140 in dog years.
Oh, and I wanted to just confirm something. Neji, you're still in shapeshifter mode? You're still in like your natural form?
You're
Your
muted, buddy.
Microphone's
Muted.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm pale white guy form. Yeah.
I still refer to you as the kid.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just
Okay.
out of familiarity. So, all right, Fizz, why don't you take these books for now? Maybe you can read them to Cans later.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind taking the books.
You like books? So, that door.
How many
To
books
the
do you
east.
take, Fizz? Each book
How
weighs
many is
5
there?
pounds.
How many his thing?
There's a lot. I mean, look around. There's like dozens.
Oh,
You try to
there's-
find a few of them. I'm gonna say you're able to find 5 books that are not like that moldy.
I'm
Or
guessing
actually-
5 books that stand out, not
Yeah.
just 5 common books.
Well, you can't read
okay.
Dwarvish, so you don't know.
I take all 5 books.
Yeah, add 5 books to your character sheet. You know, just make a note that where you found them.
Bizgig, if you want, you can put it in my pouch, and then I'm gonna hold up the pouch to you, and you're gonna look inside it, and it's gonna look like it never ends.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
this
do that.
one.
Yeah. I don't mind giving you the books to carry. Makes it a lot easier for me. I can carry more copper that way.
Of course, yeah, we have
True.
a bag of holding now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get another one and put them together.
That door
Hello,
to the
artificer. So there was a secret door that Beckett found, and we don't know where that went, if that was a room or what, back here in this hallway, Mordwin. Before we start continuing, the things
Oh,
we haven't
that room to the east we hadn't been in yet.
Right, we just opened up the door and closed it.
Okay.
But back here, in between the two rooms, there's a door, I think, right, Asbo?
Yeah, you start like you see where Beckett like dusted away. You know, he was quickly looking for the ghost, and he dusted away some parts of it. The secret room is revealed.
Asbolg. I did ask this question in Discord, but I need to know pretty soon. As if I get a book
Where's the
and
door?
cast light onto the book,
Yes.
and then rip the page out, does that page still have light on it?
So how I think of light, like take your finger, you touch a
Yeah.
spot, a point in space time, and that gives you 20 feet of bright light, dim light.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
it's just that spot. It's not the entire book.
That is correct.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Like if you go to the drawer in the kitchen where all the silverware is and you touch it and then take out the pieces of silverware, are they going to be lit up?
It's just one point in space time.
I'm just messing with you. Okay, cool. So secret door it is.
If I touch all the grains of sand on the beach, they all light up. You guys want to go in the secret door area, or where are we going, guys?
Yes,
Have
sir.
you guys gone into the secret door yet?
No.
No.
I'll be first.
Did we go through the other room?
Yeah, there's another room, isn't there?
Back here.
So, yeah.
We didn't do that one yet. That was the place that we only opened up the door and then closed the door.
Beckett was looking for the ghost.
Right. But in between that, we found this, so we wanted just to check it out because nobody looked at it at all before we
Okay.
moved on to other things.
Isn't there another door here too?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
there's another door as well.
But
Morgan,
this
do you
one
want to
is
go
in-
into the secret door with them, or do you want to check out these other rooms?
Oh, we learned way too easily last week not to split the fucking party, lad. We're going through the same place that everybody else wants to go.
You sure you don't want to split
Mondo
up?
picked this slender hallway. That's where we're fucking going.
Okay, before I leave this room, can I take the crystal light on the shelf in front of me?
You mean this crystal right here that's glowing?
Well, there's one on the other side of the room, but yes.
Yeah, it's like a glowing crystal. Add it to your sheet.
Okay.
I can delete that one.
In that case, I'll take the other one too. I just wanted to see if I could take them.
Each one of them weighs, they look pretty big, Fizzgig. They're pretty big. Each weigh 25 pounds.
That's DM speak for no, you can't.
No, you can totally take it.
No, I know.
He wanted something that lights up. Let him have it. He needs a nightlight.
Indeed, I do.
I grabbed both of them, but it's 50 pounds. Unless we're going to add it to the bag of cans.
Is that what we're calling it now?
The bag of cans. The recycling bag.
What is that?
It's a bag of holding.
Oh, okay. We just renamed it.
Yeah, he's calling it bag of cans.
The Kansas
Yeah.
bag.
The bag of holding can only hold 500 pounds.
Only.
Yeah, keep track of the weight. Good luck. We can do encumbrance on the bag of holding.
What do you guys do? We go into... So, you guys make a good point, Morgwin. Are we sticking all together and going down the secret hallway?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go first.
The marching order is Vodos is up first, and then your models are just where they're at. And then we'll move them if we need to. Vodos, right-click the door and hit open.
I click the door.
And as you
hit
scales
open.
the wall.
It says I would like to open a thing. That's what it says.
See, you guys are shift-clicking in there.
Whoops.
It is what it is, Vodos. There's like just rubble and tear around here. There's some bookshelves here.
Uh-oh. I didn't even do that.
Actually, there's a door right here as well.
There is a door there.
And
Who's behind me right now?
you look to the very end, and I mean, it comes up to another. There's another doorway over here at the very end of the hallway.
Now, my character just died. How do
No, I
bring him
didn't.
back?
I got you. Are we opening up this door?
Yes,
Or are we
I'd
continuing
like
down this way?
Hit the door.
Yeah, let's get the door.
I'll open the door for you, buddy. It appears to be... open the room here. What is going on here?
The door leads to nothing.
Void!
These are this room here.
Wall.
Oh, wait, what?
Chest.
You're on the other side of a secret doorway. That's what's happening.
Okay, I see it.
And I'm going to have to reveal the next room as well. There's a door right here as well.
Okay. Are these chests like...
Can someone take that armor?
Dude, please tell me, is that plate armor? Or is it rusted and
You don't want to touch that armor. Trust me.
Vodos, you touch the armor, Vodos? As Cans warned you not to touch it?
Yes, say yes.
Oh yeah, Vodos is gonna touch it.
Roll initiative.
It's a dwarven armor.
Dwarven, is it plate, split,
A
regular,
lot of
half
what's
plate?
in here has been worn or taken out or damaged beyond repair. It's armor of some kind that needs to be mended. Roll an investigation roll.
Sure. I suck at those. 15.
Give me a second. It's a damaged chain shirt.
I'll look at it,
It needs to be repaired.
and then I'll turn away and walk away from it.
Okay. There is a door right here.
Okay.
Do you want to open that up?
I'll yell out to the group. So, continuing down here, or forward?
Pop the door.
Very well. I pop the door. I disappeared into voidness.
Yeah, you got to be patient. You got to wait for me to reveal the location.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
no,
you'll just fall to the
there's-
ground.
Yeah,
There you
there's
go, bud.
2 squares, so I thought,
Okay.
you know. Sorry. I'm new, okay?
I know you're new to this. It's great.
It's great that I'm messing up. Okay, let's see. Where am I?
Do you walk in?
Yeah.
I walked in, yes.
Let me tell you what this room appears to be a bed chamber. It's obviously been ruined. You know, you see here, there's a crude bed of some kind. In one corner stands a large wooden sleeping platform, badly gouged by axe blows and partially burned. A table and bench and a writing desk have been similarly treated. In the middle of the southern wall is a space between has been cleared by a simple sleeping pallet and a pair of large satchels. 2 doors exit the room to the north.
North.
So there is a doorway to this way right here.
Oh, okay.
What's happening,
What was I
guys, is you're going in through the back way, right? That's kind of what's happening here. If you kind of look at the map, you zoom out, you found a secret door, and you're going in backwards. So that's why the model is a little funny, too. There is a doorway here, though, and then there is a door right here. This door here, there's a door here, and a door here.
How do y'all feel about the door to the right first? The door to the north.
This door right
We
here.
take it. We
Okay.
take it.
So you
Sure.
I'm going to move up to your model here, buddy. I'm going to open the door,
Yeah.
and then I'll reveal it.
Okay.
Now,
this
what's
time
happening when you go up to a door? This is how I'm doing it, guys. When you go up to a door, Neji is checking for traps. If a trap is there, I roll. Neji will make a roll, and it'll be versus the trap DC, right? Or his investigation, and it'll just happen. But that way, we don't have to roll every single time.
Mhm.
And then what happens is Vodos goes in, is kind of the point man, right? You go in. This is the room, Vodos.
Bath, I think. Is that what I'm
Dwarven.
looking at?
Yeah, it looks like a dwarven bath. There's a keg, mushrooms, another fungi have already started to take root in this abandoned chamber.
I'll just walk back out and close the door behind me, and just nothing of important significance.
Wait, did you say there was fucking beer in there? Dwarven ale.
Oh no.
I did not say that.
Neji, the door that was just there, as Morgwing kind of yells out something, begins to open. What do you do?
Wait. What? This door?
So I saw your model here. This
Yeah,
door
yeah,
over here begins to open.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Call the attention of no one did anything to the door, right? It's just opening on its own.
Something on its own.
Hey guys, the door is opening in front of us. All on its own. Hello?
Who is it? Who is there?
Who are you?
It's the voice of a woman, like a gruffed woman. What are you doing in my bedroom?
What are you doing in your bedroom?
She's hiding kind of behind the door. You see her take like a little peek. Neji, it's like a Durgar.
Why don't you step on out? We're not gonna hurt you.
Who are you?
Who are you first?
Nymerian.
Wait, what?
Nymerian.
Marin. Why are you here?
Wait here. She shuts the door. What do you do?
Oh, I don't think we want to fucking wait here, lads. That sounds stupid as fuck.
I call out to her. Are you still there?
No.
No response.
We should go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
say.
We open in that door.
No.
As she goes up and
Away.
opens the door.
I mean, do
Sure.
what Neji would do. Oh, God.
And she
Sure.
goes up and opens the door.
It's an old lady, right?
That's
Yeah.
what Ramondo thought last week.
Was that a Canadian accent I just heard?
Oh no.
Did
You
she
open the
say
door.
a boot and a?
Oh,
Bodos is just gonna get ready and just pull out his.
it's a good thing those crossbows are pointing the other way.
A large table made of single stone slab dominates the room in the center, and old tapestries cling to the walls. A stone door in the far wall is carved with the dwarven visage that you've seen elsewhere.
I take a step.
Did
Another step.
she's gone? Do we
Yeah.
know where she went?
Unknown.
I believe I can find her. if
Neji,
she's
you want to
still
make a perception roll?
Sure.
Roll it up.
Perception. 11.
You see on the other side something. Dark, though, it's hard to see. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I don't believe so,
You have a
no.
torch out?
I'm behind.
I do.
Use a torch.
I'm behind him. I have dark vision.
Well, I got the whatchamacallit, the little...
Basically, there's another crystal in here glowing, right? There appears to be like some crude ballistas, like crossbows. I would consider them to be heavy crossbows, but more wieldy to move around, you know, because they're kind of set up to be pointing in the direction here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could be manned. There's a fireplace with what appears to be like bits of furniture and stuff blazing in here. And this is like a large stone slab, like a table almost, and ruins. It's a little strange. And as you spot something odd and peculiar over here. You'd have to get closer to check it out.
Do I get on top of the table? Oh, I
Yeah,
can't.
it's on the other side of the table.
Oh. Do I walk around or do I walk on the table?
You tell me.
Oh, I can't get on. I'm gonna get... Yeah, I'll get on the table like this.
Okay.
And I'll... Can I like disable the ballistas?
You
Because
wanna
like I
cut-
don't think anyone...
You want to cut the strings?
Yeah.
You take your side knife, right? Cut it. The ballista
Dope.
strings are now cut. And you look down.
Mhm.
Like, you don't understand. It's written in Dwarvish.
I do not read Dwarvish.
But you do see
I
a
can
sym-
speak Dwarvish.
But you do see a symbol. I'm gonna have you make a religion roll before something happens.
Oh boy. Where that at? 13.
With this type of stuff, I'll make a counter roll. Are you proficient in religion?
Absolutely not.
Then you don't understand. Because you have
Oh,
no
well.
religious training.
Yeah, none of that.
Who is there?
Who are you?
These are the ones I told you about.
Is he talking to me when he says that?
You see Garrod come through like almost like a secret door through the back here, made of stone. He says, These ones are fine. They said they would kill the ghost.
Huh?
The door.
What are you
right-
talking about?
So the door right here is open. Garrett has
Yeah.
come through. Garrett is the Durgar dwarf you guys met from a few games ago, who told you
I
about
remember.
the haunted dwarf, the haunted area over there, when you guys went
remember.
over there and you killed them.
I don't think I was here for that.
Oh, are you talking about
You had to leave early.
Adrun? Yeah. We fucking killed him.
The woman comes back through. Now you can see her fully, there. She comes out through the secret doorway with her, with it. I'm gonna have 2 people make perception rolls. I have the highest perception. Who has the highest perception in the group?
You got a +3.
Passive or legitimate?
We don't use
Oh.
passive perception.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I got a +3. So if anybody could top that.
It's better than my 2.
I
I
have
have
the donut.
+3 as
I've
well.
got proficiency though.
I do too.
I have
I
+2
do not.
proficiency.
Then we can help you and you get advantage.
If you want one person to roll, they can. Otherwise, 2 people can roll.
Shit. Might as well have 2 people roll just to up our odds a bit.
Well, it's the same
14?
thing, really.
Yeah. same
14.
thing.
You feel,
Well, 13 with the exhaustion.
Morgween, you feel like you see something move over there.
Can you spotlight where
Shadow
you
or
said
something.
we'd see it?
You see like a figure or 2 in the shadow, and that's all I'll say in regards to that. You see the woman comes out. Were you able to defeat the ghost?
Oh yeah, he's fucking dead.
As I put on the beard. He haunted the lands. He haunted the chambers up there.
Yeah, he took one of ours with him.
Aye, he took some of ours as well. How did you kill him?
With fire.
I turned them into butterflies.
Her eyes are dark, Neji, black. No pupils, no irises.
Is that normal? Like
Okay.
of her race?
What's your background?
My background, the criminal.
Would I be able to see the eyes too?
You can make a history roll. No, you can't because you're too far away. Neshi's is the only one up front.
Okay, I see.
14.
You know that creatures that are touched by the darkness sometimes have the mark. This is one of the marks. Black eyes.
Does the other gentleman have that as well, or just her?
You look over and you see he has the same eyes.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Can I use whatchamacallit?
He says to you, okay, what do you want to do, Neji? Sorry.
Well, it's okay. I was going to use the oh geez. Like basically the I'm so sorry. It's been a while, man.
It's okay.
Dude, I'm looking for psychic whispers.
How so? What do you want to do with psychic whisper?
I essentially want to let I think up to 2 people in the party know like these guys are not good guys without like tipping off the people in front of us.
Who are you gonna tell that?
I'll select Morgwin. Oh, I have to roll 1d6 for how many hours, right? Yeah.
As you connect
so
like a psychic bond to them?
Yeah, so for
5 hours?
It's a 1d6 and that's how many hours? So 5 hours.
Yeah, duration is... So here's the thing about this. Let me take a look here. If
Okay.
you want to roll it, it's from Tasha's, okay? So Tasha's
Okay.
is a really funny book. Duration almost every time is a fixed rate, typically.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it at 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just a static 5 hours to make it easy for you.
Okay, cool. Fuck it.
And that's one-way
It's two-way.
unidirectional. Oh, is it 2?
It's 2-way, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You've seen these folks before, have you?
oh, so say again?
You've seen these folks before, have you?
Yeah. Their pupils, their dark pupils, they've been touched by the darkness. And I'm gonna pick I'll do Vodos and Morgwin. So both of you guys hear me like say that. I don't think you guys can talk to each other. You guys can only talk to me, by the way.
Right.
It's limited telepathy. It's limited telepathy, but it's perfect for quiet infiltration. That's the way the spell's described.
Yeah.
They haven't
Okay,
done
so-
us any ill will yet, Neji. Until they do, perhaps we let them be.
Okay, but just be on guard.
We are
These
here.
were the folks that we encountered on our way in.
I'll do this.
Did they have black pupils then?
Do I need to make a roll to remember whether or not I saw it before?
She just, as you guys are speaking telepathically, she does not end on a conversation, so she begins to
Right.
speak over you a little bit, Neji. So it kind of becomes hard to concentrate a little bit as you have two conversations going on.
Right.
And she says, "You slayed the ghost. You haunted these halls. How can we help you?"
You got any cool stuff?
The other guy,
Bring back our friend.
Wondrous items, perhaps?
Garrett here, like looks over to her. Her skin is like, dark gray, right? But her eyes are dark. And it's been about a minute. So I'm going to reveal the other guys in the room
Oh, lovely.
as they're
Oh, I
over
was gonna do something. Fuck.
here. These guys are kind of moved into the room. It's kind of like they were there. They just appear, like
So
almost in a blink.
now that I know that they have black eyes, I think Vodos. I don't know if you can do it in secret, but I think I want to use Divine Sense, and if I could detect if they're good or evil.
You touch the symbol around your neck. You can't detect good or evil, but you can detect if they're undead or fiends.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. You can sense anything affected by the health.
But I don't think it means like literally good and good or evil, right? It's
yeah,
just
that's
like a.
yeah,
Does not
okay.
detect alignment.
Ah,
You see if they're fiends or undead. You cast a spell, mark it on your sheet that you use it. It's a blink of
Yeah, no.
like a flash, like a photo flash. No aura
Yeah.
is revealed on them.
all right, good. At least that's out of the way. At least. At least.
I speak to the woman. Wait, do we notice the other people in the room yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I put out their models.
Okay, okay, all right. Where'd these guys come from?
They're all Durgar.
Okay. Is everything okay?
She speaks common to you. She's like, just making sure.
Making sure what? Didn't we do you a favor?
They're not possessed by the ghost.
Oh, we're not possessed.
I can
That's
see that.
interesting.
No, you see, one of our friends was, and we had to put him down.
Most unfortunate.
Aye. We're not here to cause you and your folk any harm. We'll continue on our way.
Where do you wish to go?
We're gonna go back the way we came. Continued back this way, and he points over his shoulder back towards the door that we came in. Sorry to have interrupted your day. Don't you worry. We're not here to hurt you.
You want to go that way? She points back behind you.
Yeah.
He says, the other dwarf looks at him, and they kind of chuckle.
Well, I'm sure it's funny to you, but what's back that way then? You want a persuasion roll?
No persuasion.
Copy.
He says, I didn't know you wanted to fight Nightscale.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what's that way. That's what's that way. Nightscale. Hands makes a perception roll. The DC is 20.
Holy.
Getting excited now.
And so you had to roll a natural 20. Cans, you feel that?
My stomach hurts.
I'm hungry.
I can show you, if you wish. Nightscale has stolen much treasure from here.
Yes.
Are you looking for it back, or are you just looking for them to be gone?
Not a damn. The other dwarfs chuckle in the room.
I look to the woman and I ask her why don't you come with us?
I'm not suicidal.
Why not?
We have to work on the forge.
Can I try to persuade her?
Cowards.
No.
Okay. It was worth a try.
No.
Oh, fair
Vodos will
enough,
say-
fellas.
Vodos will say out loud.
She says,
Cowards.
She says to Neji as she says, I will show you the way that you need to go. But you truly are brave.
Can I
Yes.
can I roll for insight just to see if she's like not just like leading us into a trap or something? Because I know she's like touched by darkness or whatever, so I'm already kind of skeptical about it.
Make a roll.
I do kind of wonder if she's talking about my Canadian girlfriend.
Who?
Ooh,
So-
natural 20.
Natural 20.
I
holy
also roll a
fuck.
natural 20.
Are you serious?
That should always push to the player.
But she doesn't have a bonus. Oh wait, let me take a look. Yeah, she
Oh,
doesn't have a
I
bonus,
do.
so you beat her,
Yeah.
right?
Rock, paper, scissors.
So yeah, here we go. You sense like a kind of like dry humor about the situation that
Okay.
you know, you get a sense that she thinks you're crazy, maybe.
Okay, but she's not like being malicious or anything of the sort. Like, there's no
Mm.
ill will.
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
you guys are well-armored men.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, Vodos wants to go.
I'm not a man. I'm a dragon.
Pipe down, lizard.
Well, go and meet your
Take offense.
maker.
Before we go, in Dwarvish, I'm going to try and talk to them and see if they could help me determine what these books are.
Hmm. You put out the books. You ask this gig to put out the books on the table, and you want the dwarves to translate the books for you.
I just want to know what they are.
You put out the books. She walks closer to the table. I'm going to move your model closer to her. Correct?
Okay.
This gig's model also has to come closer to hand you the books.
No, he already has the books. He has them in the
the bag.
bag of
hold it.
cans. Yeah.
Oh.
Bag of cans.
Bag of cans.
They don't really care that you're on the table like this either.
Oh, okay. I guess I never thought of that.
Are you still on the table? You want to?
Yeah,
step
I'm still
off?
on the table. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still on
cool.
the table.
They kind of
Yeah.
like as you crouch over, they put the books over the symbol here, as she says, and then she looks at them. She says, "This is some type of. This is sad. I hate to see my dwarven kin perish." She like tries to read through some of the moldy manuscripts. It was about a dwarf. What is this? Arendil? He says he was using every magical tool at his disposal to protect this place. He summoned the dead using their bones. And he summoned other things in a futile attempt. She slams the book shut. She says, I do not want to read this.
What is it? Is it like his journals?
Some of it.
All 5 books?
He looks at another book. This one is called The Cowardly King.
What's that about?
We have to return to the forge. I cannot read you children's stories all time.
Oh, it's a children's story. Okay. What about these other 3? Just before you go, you can just tell me what they are, and then we'll be about our way.
Compendium of Flora.
Okay.
I'm going to type them out in Discord for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this one is the Dwarven Rune of Power.
Oh.
And the other book is too far gone for me to tell. So
Yeah, we
may-
could toss that one.
She takes it. She says, yeah. She throws it into the fireplace. It burns up as the embers of the pages flicker into the air. And you wonder, where is the smoke going? The chimney? In this mountain? She says,
True.
shall I show you on the way to Nightscale?
Sure.
The least I could do for you heroes.
Well, what's over at the forge?
Is our duty, she says, as you look down
You-
at her.
You can like make us stuff, right?
You look across her eyes, and as you're closer to her with the torch out,
Mhm.
eyes are not as quite as dark as you thought, right? They're not like pitch black, and you see like a little bit of the iris forming back again. As you're close, much closer, you're like 5 feet away from her, like looking at her.
Mhm.
She says,
Well,
it is for
okay.
her. But when she returns,
Who's she?
she is the god.
Well, that's cool and all, but I just want to know if you can like make us stuff, right? Like your dwarves, you like you make things, right? In the forge, that's what you guys do, kind of, right?
Aye. What do you need?
Well, I look back to the party and I'm like, do we need anything? We good?
Plate armor, if you will.
We need 1 order of plate armor.
We do not have the resources for that at the moment.
What resources do you have?
We are making what we can.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we
very well.
did find something.
Oh,
If you plan to go down,
we do. We do.
We do.
go fetch it. Bring the potion.
Oh,
One of the Durgar runs off. You guys wait for him to return,
Yeah.
or you guys want to talk with her anymore?
I guess we'll wait. I don't have anything else to say.
Quick question. Since I'm in the other room, do I do hear the conversation what going off, but not entirely what was said?
Do you? This gig, as you're kind of like, are you just far away? You're back in the other room? I thought we're all together. Or are we splitting the party?
Oh no, I'd not moved. I didn't enter the room, so
I'm
I would just say
assuming you're
where
in
I
there.
am
You have
from
to
the
move your
room.
own model, right?
Oh yeah, but I wanted to stay where I were, but I was just wondering if I
Yeah,
could
you're splitting
hear
the party.
Oh.
It's up to you, Fizzgig. What do you want to do? It's up to you. I mean, you're in the other room. I'm doing the character. I'm in this thing, other room. It's up to you how much you want to hear from your own character's perspective. But like you saw Beckett's cold dead body in the other room, splitting up can be quite dangerous.
Foot stomp.
Do we want to ask her? She like impatiently waits. She's like bantering in Dwarvish with the other Durgar in here while we wait
What's
for
she
the
saying?
Dwarf to run. She's just saying like, I can't believe they're gonna go. Yeah, that's true. Can says you can kind of understand. I'll whisper Can what they say.
Ramondo will like go over and basically catch Morgwin like sort of napping in the corner, like dozing off a little bit with his exhaustion, put his hand on Morgan's shoulder and and say, "Hey, buck up, man. It's still early. We got a lot to do today." Give him a little shake and I'll give him a lesser restoration.
You're muted.
you're muted.
Oh, thanks, lad. I appreciate it. I was nodding off a bit there. It's very kind of you.
The dwarf comes back and he hands you a potion, Neji.
Mm-hmm.
This will make you as strong as a giant.
Oh.
You will need every ounce of strength you can muster.
Do I know what it does? Like automatically?
No, you do
Just
not.
told you.
Well, I mean, there's what she told me, and then like what it literally does. But
You want
okay.
to roll an insight roll?
Sure.
Roll it up.
Well, I don't believe. Oh, natural one. I don't believe that this person lied. I just wanted to know
No.
like exactly what it
The
did.
dreaded natural one. He's telling the truth. It looks like a potion.
Okay.
Looks like a potion.
She leads you guys back in through the other room this way, right?
Mhm.
So I'm leading you guys back up.
Okay.
Let me see where we're going here.
Just before that, the weapon rack in the corner, do they look well off, or are they like really daunted and rusted?
I have to double click your character to see where you're at.
Oh, sorry, I'd not moved there. These
This
ones
weapon
here,
rack?
yeah.
I'm gonna say those are weapons are there. As they're
Okay.
walking out, do you want to take one?
I want to attempt. I say attempt because I feel like they're going to stop me, but I want to pick
Durgar is
up
right
the
here.
hammer and axe.
So the Durgar is right here. He says, "Take as much as you need."
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the hammer and the axe, and
So
I'm gonna approach.
This is a maul, right?
Yeah.
This is a battle axe.
Okay.
It appears to be Durgar made.
Okay, so I was wondering if they could reforge it into an item that I want.
You ask them that, and they say, no. He says,
No.
all of our resources go to the true one.
Is that just a general short sword whatsoever, or a long sword?
That looks to
It's
me
not
like a
been
long sword.
particular.
It's pretty big.
This is a long sword.
That's awesome. I like that.
I'm gonna pass up then. I'm not gonna take anything.
You're not going to take anything?
No.
Okay. So she leads you guys out. Is anybody else going to take these items or anything like that?
Is that a javelin or a spear?
I believe it's a spear. Looks like a spear.
Oh my god, look at that. I could take the spear. I'll take the spear. Fuck it.
I don't know why this wasn't revealed. There's like another throne out here. I'm just flashlighting. And I'm going to reveal it. So she's escorting you guys over this way. Give me a second. She escorts you guys to a large cavernous area.
Oh.
Cool. Can't
And I'm going to move everybody can move their model. I'm going to just say no, we're not moving our model over here. We're moving right here.
wait. Oh, I
So
see.
she takes you out of here. There is another. This appears to be that there was a door here at one time and it's gone.
Mhm.
Little sleeping hammock down there. And there's a large chain ladder that descends into darkness, or chain link ladder. And there's another side of this big, large pit over here, right? So there's a whole nother area over here. It'd have to be climbed across or gone through the other way, or another way, right?
Okay.
Let me tell you what you see.
Hey, Mogwin.
Yeah,
Um, was that a claymore that you had there, or?
indeed.
I thought so. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
There's a stream, okay? So there is water that is flowing from here off this water, like there's water that's rushing from this direction. And it looks like the way the model is the water is down here, rushing into this giant natural pit. The pit is deep. It extends beyond your dark vision of 60 feet, and it's darkness below. There's a giant chain thing going down into the pit, and she says, "Good luck," and she turns back around.
As much as I'm interested in climbing down the big arsehole of the mountain, perhaps we go back and find out a little bit more about the room where Ramondo met his girlfriend.
Okay, who's his girlfriend? I need to be caught up. I didn't know
That was the succubus.
there was a love triangle going on.
Yeah.
Over here.
Morgan wants to go back to this room back here.
Okay. And she's
Yeah,
Canadian? Is this canon?
At the end of last session, I got left in a room with this sort of not unattractive, but not necessarily attractive, like woman with like dark hair, sort of gloomy in nature, right? And so she obviously was not showing me her true form. And once Beckett left, she showed me her true form, which was in fact a succubus. She charmed me and basically asked me to escort her out of that room. That room was her jail cell. There was like this flickering of magic as she walked through the doorway, meaning I think she needed somebody to help her go through it. Otherwise, she was trapped in there. It's the only thing that I could think of. And as soon as she got out of that room, she gave me a really nice kiss on the cheek and killed me, and then poof, disappeared.
So there ended up being this room over here that we never went through, and this another door on this side of the room we never went through, and there are 2 or 3 doors around here that we didn't go through.
What do you guys want to do?
Voto, I mean, if Votos were to state his opinion, I mean, he'd want to go down and fight already.
Yeah,
That's Votos is all bloodlust and fury. So,
well, are we the fortunes? What are we calling ourselves now? The fortunes what?
Folly,
right?
Or follow.
Fortunes follow,
No.
or are we the go down the arsehole in the ground and fight monsters? Fortune something or other. I don't know, but I like money, don't you?
Isn't there like a lot of money down there?
there is treasure down in the.
They implied that there is a lot of valuables.
All the treasure that was taken from
Because this thing raided. Yeah, he's like basically responsible for all of this, more or less. I feel like is what was implied.
I have too much curiosity. I'd like to go back and search that room. Leave no stone unturned.
Complete this level before we go down.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well.
So,
All right, so let's not move the models for now. Let's just kind of keep the models here. We're going to this room first. This is the room where we just took the books. Margwayne, we walk into this room. Votos goes in first. It's an adjoining bedroom. And it's quiet in here, right? It's pretty silent. There actually is no doorway. There's no other door in here, right? It's a bedroom, but it's nice, right? It probably, Morgwine, because this room was haunted, it's been preserved in some way. The ghost maybe kept people away from it, and it maybe brought him some memory of some kind, right? The group can make a perception roll. Again, I think Morgwin is the guy making the perception rolls. He makes it with advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how the help action works, I read it over. You do have to have proficiency from the helper. So another person does have to have proficiency in perception.
I have proficiency in perception.
That's
Right.
Votos and Morgwin.
My perception is higher than his.
Hold up.
That's higher. There you go. 22.
See, the first roll is kind of Morgwin, and then the second roll is sort of Votos.
Okay.
And as you're Votos is kind of searching around here a little bit in this room. Behind this panel here, you find like a secret compartment.
Ooh.
And again, it's like a lot of the dwarven stuff. Nobody in this group is a dwarf, but dwarves work a lot with stone. Their stone sense thing. If you guys actually go to the new dwarven racial, they can touch stone and feel a blind sense with the stone. They can feel
Yeah.
hidden walls and everything like that. So dwarves are experts at feeling the earth. This is all about the dwarves. So finding something like this would be easy for a dwarf. But
Oh, yeah.
Vodos, he rolls a natural 20, and you click it, and you find a small amount of treasure, which is kept in this compartment. 110 gold pieces, a cat's eye gem worth 70. The library in here, Fizzgig, is an extensive collection that's written in Dwarvish.
Ooh.
But you do find 4 spell scrolls, which
Ooh, indeed.
I'm just going to say a general. I'm going to have you roll 4 times. Whoever wants to roll the Arcana roll can, again, roll with advantage if someone else has proficiency in Arcana to identify all the scrolls.
I have expertise in Arcana.
What's your Arcana
Expertise +4.
at? Okay, I have 7.
Shit.
How's that
Jesus.
work with expertise? As
Whoever
if-
has the highest roll can roll with advantage, right?
Yeah. I'll roll it if you're okay with that, Morgan.
yeah, sure.
Let me link the first extension in here of loot. This is just the gold coins and gems.
You have a +4 in Arcana with expertise?
Yeah,
A 12. The DC is
You
quite
don't get
low.
a bonus. He's just got the 2 doubles your proficiency.
So we have to
bonus,
make
right?
Yeah.
this. We have to make this roll 4 times. The first one is a scroll of alarm. Roll again.
Alarm.
Scroll of alarm. Roll again. A scroll of disguise self. Roll again. I think this is a 2nd level spell here, so the DC is 12. Did you roll already a 24? A scroll of enlarge / reduce. Now, how I have it in my system is I actually separate out both those spells. I don't.
Okay.
So there's actually a spell called enlarge and one called reduce.
Mhm.
So
Oh.
you get both those spell scrolls. You can add those to your sheet, and then there's the last scroll. A scroll, another natural 20 on advantage. A scroll of shield. Now, if you can now Fizzgig, you can cast as an Eldritch Knight, or even I think Khans as an artificer. If it's a part of how it's going to be in the new rules, there's things called spell spheres. There's the 3 spell spheres: arcane, divine, and primal.
Primal.
And
yeah.
then if it's a part of your spell school, you'll be able to cast it. So I'm assuming Fizzgig, you'll be able to cast any spell that's part of the arcane thing. Arcane school is just kind of like especially since you have the wizard multi-class. So you could cast any one of those spells. And Khans as an artificer should be able to cast any one of those from the scroll itself. Fizzgig can also transcribe those spells into his spell book if he wishes to.
Would I be getting primal?
Yes, these are new rules. They haven't even come out with the druid stuff yet, or any of the mage path, the mage group, because there's now all the classes are put into class groups. But yes,
Just to rephrase that, it's not a spell book; it's a spell memory.
sorry, that is correct. Well, because you want to be, so you're trying to be OP on me. Is what you're saying? No. So how it works is you can cast any spell from your Eldritch Knight stuff. So it's the issue is that you've kind of
Evocation or
Yeah. You still have a spell book for wizards because you don't. This is what I got rules lawyered on the other day. Now, when I checked it on 5e tools, it's actually you have a very limited school selection with that. It's actually, I don't know because again, this is a subclass thing, and the way I put it in the system is you can cast spells from those scrolls. That's the way I understand it.
Wouldn't the scroll disappear though?
It is if he writes it into a spell book.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna have to carry around a spell book and using for the spell book and everything like that.
Just, for your Eldritch Knight stuff, you have those 2 spell schools, which are considered to be known spells, right? It's a part of your spell memory, which is, I guess, what we say, abjuration, and then what's the other one? Evocation, I think.
Evocation and abjuration.
So yeah, so you have those 2 part of your memory. All other schools outside those spell schools are outside. Now, I've actually renamed spell schools to actually spell circles because wizards go to schools to learn schools of magic or the circles of magic. You have spheres and circles. Awesome, right?
Well, Fizzgig, if you want to hold on to these scrolls, you can. I don't really have any use for them. If you want to put them in your magical book of magic.
What are you doing for bards for reading off of scrolls?
I think bards kind of got nerfed a little bit. They have the arcane spell sphere. Plus, they have those other schools. I can look real quick if you want. Because they did do bards because they're part of the experts group, right?
Right.
Let me look. This is totally new stuff. This is UA stuff, guys. So this
Yeah,
is
that's
still
why
in
I'm asking.
development. You are as a bard, you're restricted to the school of charm/enchantment, divination, illusion, and transmutation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the way and why they did this, guys, is when they want to add new spells to D&D, just to D&D in general, or from a third-party source, or they add a new class. Now it's not like your class selection. You're tagged to these spell schools and spell spheres, like I said. It's really actually pretty smart. I like it a lot.
So the scrolls were alarm, reduce, enlarge,
I linked it in the
disguise,
Discord.
self.
Yep. You guys successfully
And,
identified all of them. There they are. I linked them out.
Cool. Sorry, I didn't see the
This
last
is a
one.
part of this guy, whoever this wizard was, this green wizard ghost, Ramundo. This was a part of his extensive library of arcane lore. There is one other scroll in here that has some more interest to it, but you have to read Dwarvish. It's not written in magical, it's written in Dwarvish.
I could put that one in my bag.
You put it in your bag, add it to your notes, that you find a scroll from Ardil's study. Beyond that, you guys extensively searched the room. There's no more secret compartments in this room. You guys have successfully found the loot and the treasure in this room. Good job, guys.
Sorry, I lost connection then. What we're doing with the scrolls?
Unknown, I just gave them to the group.
You can have the scrolls that had the magic on them that we could figure out what they were. So you can put
Okay.
those in your inventory and then put them in your book whenever you want.
And does anyone want to take shield? Because I currently already have it. So there's no point me hanging around with something I already have.
The only other person that could use it would be me, and I have it as well.
Okay.
I can use it,
Oh, okay. You
but
can take it then.
it would just be a single-use consumable because I already have the spell. So just hold on to it.
All right.
And then I took another scroll, but no one knows what it is because it's in Dwarvish, and I can speak it, but I can't read. So I put that in my bag.
Yep, pull that one out next time Fizzgig does comprehend languages and hold it up in front of his face.
We got one more door, the other door in the study.
You want to search
Over
this
here?
door here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to reveal the rooms here, guys.
Just to verify, Smith, didn't you say 110 gold, or was it just 10 gold that were found in the wall? I know you put 10 gold in
I
the
linked
thingy,
it.
but
I linked it in Discord.
yeah, I saw that, but
Okay.
I thought you did say 110 that were all.
10
and
gold.
Not just 10.
No, it's 10 gold.
Okay.
Huh. Oh, wait, you
Did
might
say
be
a
right.
small amount.
I'm sorry, you might be right, Fizz. Let me take a look. Let me double
Oh,
check.
time to check the VOD.
You're right. It is 110 gold. I'm sorry about that.
I thought so.
Yep. I was like, 10 gold, that's a little low for this guy.
We can give that to our treasure.
I forgot the one there,
Yeah,
Fizz.
I'm doing the math.
Fizz, I forgot the one there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No math.
See, my connection's bad, but I definitely heard 110.
Everybody gets 18 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Added to your sheets.
Ramundo, this is like a kitchen or something, right? It's obviously
Okay.
been tossed to a certain degree. You know, again, the same type of things like papers. I do see a backpack here that could be looted. I don't see anything beyond that. It looks like a lot of silverware, and there's not too much else in here.
Let's check out the backpack.
The backpack is empty. I mean, like, you could take it if you want, like it's a container.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll
Add a backpack to your character sheet.
add a backpack to my sheet.
What ingredient sources were in the kitchen?
I'm looking back here, and this appears to be kind of like... appears to be another hidden door where this guy put some more treasure. I don't have any more treasure on my thing. But we'll make it interesting. Neji finds a hidden door. Neji rolls a D100 as he finds another relic.
Ooh. Plate armor, plate armor, plate armor, plate armor.
65.
65.
Yeah.
Pretty close to the perfect number. I feel like that should count for something.
Deck of many things, right?
For real.
Food
I'll
supply.
profile that motherfucker instantly.
It's gonna give you chicken wings. isn't
Find
it?
a grimy elemental bird skull in here, and it can cast Feign Death once.
Oh,
Okay.
Actually nuts.
Geez, this thing is worth 1,500 gold.
Yep.
Combined with my other one that's fucking worth 3,000.
The Durgar weren't able to get over to this section of the area, right? They seem to be a little preoccupied. Like, you guys probably heard a slight banging sound, like of the forge working around the hidden area that they came from.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even come to like check this area out yet. I mean, this was only a few minutes ago. So you guys are actually kind of coming back. But if you think to yourself, Neji, like a good thief would like always get this stuff first, right? Because if you just waited like a little bit, this stuff would all be gone. They would have gotten it all. Feign Death is a 3rd level spell, and you can put someone. It's kind of an interesting RP spell or
Yeah.
something. You can put someone
just
into
read
like a catatonic state.
Yeah. But they have to be willing, right?
I guess. I have to read the spell a little bit more.
Yeah.
yeah, he does it so willing.
You touch a willing creature.
Are there any foodstuffs or anything worthy of adding rations back to our sheets from this
The kitchen
would-be
here?
kitchen?
Anything in here you find is just like rotted out,
Okay.
Hmm.
mold covered, like almost decayed fruit, things like that.
Yummy.
Any grains in there? Because they technically don't rot out as much.
The grains, any grains in here would have been eaten by rats a long time ago.
Cool. Was there not a door in this neighborhood here?
Yeah, let's take a look. There's 2 doors in here.
Right
There's a
here.
door right here
Right.
and a door right here.
Okay.
So what we'll do, I'll open it up for you, and then I'll reveal the room. Roll a D10. I'm sorry, a D12 Morgwin.
Okay. Well,
Sorry,
haven't rolled a d12 in 1,000 years.
sorry, but can I take the lantern from the kitchen?
The what?
The lantern.
Yes, add the lantern to your sheet. The lantern needs oil, though. Do you have oil?
I'm presuming it already has oil in it.
It does not.
Since it's already currently lit.
Well, I mean, because that's just the way the model is. Yeah, the oil would have burned out a long time ago, right?
Yeah,
The oil
yeah.
needs to be replaced, but you can add the lantern to your sheet.
Yeah, I'll take the lantern. It'll not be that expensive, some oil.
More bodies and stuff are in here, Morgwin. What'd you roll, a 12? You actually rolled a natural 12? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow, here we go, guys. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Need to make a roll here.
Here we go. What? What do you mean? I was gone for a second. What happened?
I rolled a 12 out of a
Waste.
12-sided die on a room.
Oh.
I'm going to say you find something glimmering in here. It says, this is what it says here. I have to find you find a semi-precious stone. We'll say, roll a D100 Morgwin, and that's how much it's worth.
Copy that.
And then we'll add 20 to it. So it's not just like
Ooh.
a 1 or something.
How do I roll? Oh, 2d10s, right?
Well, you can roll it in the bottom left. There should be a little pair of dice, I guess, there in D&D Beyond. You should be able to roll that D100 right there.
Oh, there it is.
And then again, we'll add a 22. So it's
$40
worth,
bucks.
It's worth 60 gold, and you can make up whatever gem you want in there.
Cool.
I'm going to have Vodos roll the other D12 for the next room.
D12, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
The problem is, Morgwin, these are just like more rooms where like bodies and stuff are just taken over. You know, this one has like bunk beds, And, again, more bodies of orcs and things like that. Like a battle went on here and a struggle happened a long time ago. Not high enough. You actually have to roll a natural 12, like Morgwin did, to actually see something that hasn't been ransacked and not pillaged by the orc who invaded in here earlier. Where else do you guys want to go?
And were there not rooms, doors on this side of this hallway?
Sure. We'll start from this room here. We'll go down the line. We'll have Cans roll the D12 this time.
Everybody gets a chance to roll.
Yeah.
Come on, Cans, get a 12, son.
I mean, there's just some cool rooms, guys, but like these rooms were kind of all empty. Like same thing, like ransacked, tossed rooms, pillaged by the orcs. I'll open up this room. We'll have Neji roll it this time.
Cool.
Neji.
Is there mushrooms in that first room that we just entered there?
Yeah, I mean, the model's here.
The number above 5 and
Can I
below
take
7.
those mushrooms?
You add some mushrooms to your character sheet. We'll have Raimundo roll up this room here.
D12.
Natural 1, Raimundo. How fitting.
You don't find shit.
These rooms are just so well built, though. So if you guys didn't know, like this whole map was built like by a pro map maker. It's so well done. Gig rolls the last D12.
No, it's well done. All the items in these rooms, the way it's laid out.
Gig roll a D12, right? There we go, natural 1. Unfortunately, you guys get the sense, and what I'm going to do is it takes you about a half hour to search the rest of these rooms, so I'll add half hour to the timer. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. You guys have been searching here for about a couple hours.
Would by chance Cans have stumbled across any more flasks?
No, everything is kind of looted. The only place that would have had the flasks, which you already pillaged, that were even usable, were from this room here, right? From that table.
It's just unfortunate. Truly.
The skeletons in the last room?
This room right here?
Yeah. Can I take 2 bones?
Yeah, add 2 bones to your sheet. Now, the question is do you guys... So here's the question, you guys. Do you guys want to go down the ladder? Or are we going to go back through this area here? Or are we going to leave this place? Or are we going to go back to where we kind of came from? Or where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do? Are we going to the forge? Or are we going to go talk to the Durgar some more? Or are we heading down the ladder?
What do you think, fellas?
I'm good to head down the ladder.
Ladder time.
Yeah, Cans is just following Morgwin like a puppy.
Let's do the ladder, fellas. We've done up here enough.
Going down the ladder, guys?
Ladder.
Yeah, ladder.
Fortune's Folly heading down.
The magic, Raimundo, after you killed the ghost, it's broken a lot of whatever held the anguish that was happened here so long ago when the forces of darkness came. So whatever was left here is just now bones, ruins, but sometimes Raimundo, when his spirit can't let go, they latch on to a place or something, right? And that's why this guy was here, maybe. Give me a second while I load up the map.
Load up the map, huh?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Is there a top-down hotkey? Top-down view?
No, not really. I mean, you have to take your mouse, your middle mouse button, and pivot. That's how I do it. How do you guys do it? How do you guys rotate your camera in 3D?
Alt and then right click.
Alt and right click.
If that is what I think you're talking about.
I do QWE. That rotates it.
You guys just we just put Beckett's body on the table and just left him behind, guys, didn't we?
Yep.
Took his armor off and bye-bye.
As any good party would do.
What race was
what's that
Beckett?
supposed to mean?
He was human.
It was human. Never mind.
He said fuck.
What? If he had feathers, I would have actually been able to use another spell. But
Oh my god. What race has feathers?
Arakakra.
Aarakocra.
Yeah.
The one out of the 50 races?
Bird person, maybe.
Bird. Oh, Kenkus too.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Those noises aren't good.
It sounds like the Swamp Thing.
So remember, there's like the stream of water that's falling into this cavern as you guys are going down the ladder. The water is like forever streaming into this giant. How can I describe it now? There's like a pool, like as we go into this like lake almost in the mountain. The stream is created, and give me a second.
Oh, Votus is gonna love this. He's amphibious. He could breathe water and air.
Even though furbolgs don't have any
A thundering.
don't
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just
Yes.
gonna say furbolgs like to spend their times in caves and stuff, so just wondering why they don't have dark vision as a base sense.
Maybe they'll rework them. They did give Dragonborn dark vision. A thundering spray of water fills this chamber, pooling and flowing out to join a larger river to the north. The air is damp, and the roar of the waterfall is deafening. I've just got this like water underground cave type music ambience, but you guys can get the feeling, I guess, right? A broad ledge heads north towards the river and then turns out to the east. The muddy bank to the pool looks disturbed by tracks of some kind. Who wants to make... Never mind. So I'm going to load up the map. And we're going to do the best we can here, guys. Because this is... When we start going into, like, natural caverns with hidden zones like this, it's a little tricky. So I'm going to summon you guys to the board. There we go.
Here we go.
So I'm going to just reveal the first hidden zone here, I guess. Make fun of you. Boom, like that. So you guys see this giant ladder that you guys just came down, right? Here's like the waterfall effect, I guess, that splashes out. The water pools out this way. And there's also water this way. Right. And I put you guys on this ledge. This was tunneled out by the dwarves maybe a long time ago, but it's been eroded by this underground lake pooling with water. What do you guys do?
Do a
Can we do
survival.
those roars?
Make a survival roll. Raimondo, what are you trying to do?
Looking for tracks, action, anybody, any directional type things.
Anybody helping him?
I do not
No.
have proficiency, so no.
Roll it up, Raimondo. No advantage,
Yeah,
though. You feel a lot better being fully rested, though.
Yeah, you would think. Why am I not?
I don't see your roll yet, buddy.
It's just a +3 to this. I don't know why it's not auto doing it. 13.
The DC is 10. You see tracks of those of a large reptile or reptilian creature with 4 feet and a long tail. The tracks lead away from the hard stone to the ledge to the north, where they can't be seen, and into the water.
I'll relay that to the group.
Votus is just staring at the water, so it's in the water, is it? And none of you could breathe water? No?
Well, I'm probably tall enough to stand in the water and still stand up, so...
I mean, we can't see into the water, See how deep it goes?
It's you don't have dark vision, Vodos, or do you?
I do. I have 6.
The water is, this is not like crystal clear water. It's dark and murky. You know, but there's water here. I'm going to say you have a visibility of about 5 feet into the water before you can't see further. And with dark vision, you guys have your torches out. That is what it is.
I'd like to pull one of these roots off the wall here and use it to stab into the water to see how deep it is.
You take the root, like you pull off some root off the side here, right? And then you're trying to find like a hardened branch to push down into the water, right? Kind of like as one of those like leveling sticks they use in the lakes and stuff. Yeah, let me see. The models are pretty good with this stuff. Let's see what we got. It looks to be about, it depends on where you're dipping it down. You take your like dipstick and you put it down like here. It appears to be about 5 feet deep, and over here, you know, you reach out a little bit to get of it. It's only because you're like 7 feet tall, Bizgig. And I'm going to say like Ramundo is holding on to you, prevent you from falling into the water. It's like 10 feet over here, maybe.
Okay.
I bet you can't stand in 10-foot water, can you?
I could probably float.
Well, imagine if it to go under.
No. No chance. So I relate back to everyone and tell them, like, this is shallow, this is deep.
Should I take one for the team and see how deep it is by just swimming down there? I mean, I am amphibious. I can.
Well, if it's dark and murky and stuff, wouldn't that mean there's some sort of toxicity to the water? Or could there be any toxicity to the water? So initially, you could dive in and probably die.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to go in the water. Isn't there, like, you could jump across to the other area? Looks like there's a path over here that you can go.
Oh, fellas, I'm telling you, the natural acoustics in this room, I just kind of want to bust out the pipes.
Hit it, music man.
It'd be fucking grand.
And what do you suggest, Ramundo? What do you suggest then?
I mean, we make our way up here, up to the north.
Very well, and he kind of puts out an arm. Lead the way.
Ramundo starts marching off this way. And let's see what else we can reveal here. There is... Okay. Bizgig, out of curiosity, you stick your dipstick down there. I'm going to say your dipstick is about 12 feet, okay?
Okay.
Over the side. It doesn't touch the bottom.
Okay.
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 Who has proficiency in nature?
Do you have that,
Nope.
Dan?
Nope.
Ramondo? No.
No.
No one.
I have half
nobody
proficiency as a
nobody
bard.
has it?
Morgan has half proficiency.
We'll have Morgan make a roll, sure.
Copy
Now
that.
they nerfed bards and they gave it at level 5, so you wouldn't normally have it, but you're almost there.
Yeah.
That's-
13.
Something's wrong here, Morgan. The cave part here is not. It's not natural. Something. How was this made? It wasn't made by water. Not natural erosion here. You see like small little bubbles on the stone. What do you guys do?
He's really holding back because all he wants to do is.
So we have this is the marching order.
he's
Raimundo's
not-
up. Raimundo's up front. So this is the marching order the way it is, guys. Who here has a torch in their hand?
I do.
Okay, Raimundo's got a torch. He's leading up for the group.
I do.
Torch and shield.
Okay.
I have the ever burning.
You have a burning torch. And the rest of the group is kind of falling back a little bit. A little more cautious, maybe.
I'm going to cast light on my sword.
Okay, that works. Raimundo, you want to move up a little bit further now?
And to be more specific, it's going to be right on the tip of the end of the sword.
For sure.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. Well, he said I can't glow the entire thing, so... yeah, just the tip.
Not enough for you chuckled and or smiled at that.
A fast-moving underground river roars from the east to the west, Raimundo, under a stone bridge. See that stone bridge there?
Yep.
The dwarven bridge.
We check out this bridge.
It feels pretty stable. It's built out of stone, but it is kind of ruined, and you do hear, like, make a perception roll, Raimundo. And I'll allow the next guy next to Raimundo, which is Khans, who's right behind Raimundo, to make a roll as well, perception. Raimundo rolls a natural 1. The sound of the waterfall, I guess, is too much. That growling that you hear, Cans, gets louder.
I don't like this, guys.
You shall not pass. Sorry.
Then
Fucking
stand
Balrog
aside.
down here.
Then stand
What?
aside, and I'll take the lead.
It's Balrog.
What's that?
I don't know.
I'll make my way across the bridge.
Yeah. I think we can kind of reveal the whole chamber at this point. Now remember that you do have only, with the torch, you have 20 and 20, right?
Something like that. Yeah,
So
not very good.
This is where we have to play this, guys. 20 and 20. But Raimundo, you can't even see the whole chamber. The chamber itself is massive, right? Beyond, like, your vision, it's just darkness.
Just listening,
I'm going to, give me a second.
but my ears are old.
Yeah, let's,
Oh yeah, they haven't implemented Fog of War yet, so we can't just reveal.
there is a fog of war. I'm just revealing it here. This is what the chamber looks like, but we can't see. Yeah, this is accurate. We can't see beyond there.
I would like to grab one of my one copper, and I would like to skim it as if almost it's like a stone across the top of the water.
Roll an attack roll using your dexterity.
How do I do that?
Cause see, I'm gonna use the map. See, like 60 feet. That's about as far as you can see with your dark vision, and it's just darkness past this spot, right?
I don't have dark vision, by the way.
I do, so it's okay.
Okay.
This whole,
What, Neji?
I was gonna say, is this whole thing just like water? Like we can't. Like, is there anything? Like
What's up?
No, nothing.
Yeah, this is how it gets to go. You guys are coming out here with your torches, right? So it's like, we are going to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
whoa!
Well, before we'll see if we get a surprise round. Everyone can roll a perception. Whoever fails a perception is surprised.
All right. Fuck it.
I rolled the stealth roll. I rolled a 20. You have to beat a 20, otherwise you are surprised.
Well, I got a 19. You can't give me that.
20, baby.
Raimundo is not surprised. Raimundo sees it. He sees it with his torch. Slinking out of the of the water, you see like you hear the growl, and this just a stream of what you think is water comes at you. And let's roll initiative. So this is how the new initiative system works. Everybody rolls it. I'm gonna have all the players roll initiative first, and then I'm gonna put you in order, and then I'll roll with the monster.
By any chance, can I propose to re-roll my perception? Because when I rolled it, should I say, it froze, and it froze on that number and give me 2 rather than actually rolling it through.
In other words, you got cucked?
Yeah.
Well, then you can write D&D Beyond a sob story. You can write D&D Beyond a sob story about how you got cucked.
Fuck. I got
Oh no, we lost someone. We lost Raimundo. Oh no.
No, we lost Morgwin.
Morgwin, no. He's like, oh, fuck this. Hold on.
I got a 9 on initiative. 10 minus 1.
Okay. So I have to put your guys' initiative in order. So we have Morgwin up first here. He's coming back in, guys. Okay, so Morgwin rolled a 24 for initiative. Then we got Hans with a 12. We got Vodos with a 9. We got Raimundo with a 2. He's last. Fizz we got with a 12. He goes ahead of Vodos. Neji, what'd you roll?
17.
So you go right after Hans. I'm gonna roll at the creature. This is the surprise round still. So with the creature, I rolled their dex. I roll a 13. This is how it works. So I'm gonna move the creature here.
See this baby?
Yep.
Oh, it's a cat. Oh.
So it doesn't matter. So how it works is, so I rolled a 13. So I rolled less than a 24, which is what Morgan rolled. But how it works is it's alternating initiative. So I move Nightscale behind Morgwin. Right? This is how the initiative system works. We alternate initiative. If I had more creatures, we would stagger it in between everybody's initiative. So it would be a player's turn, then the monster's turn. So it is. So in this case, I rolled like shit. But say if I didn't roll bad, then, or if I had a lot of monsters, it would be different. So, but I'm going to put Nightscale here. It's really no difference because you guys are all clumped together anyways versus one opponent. But we shift the monster up further in the initiative count. That's the only.
Quickly, when we did that long rest, we didn't regain HP, right? Just hit die.
You gain half your hit dice. If you want to use your hit dice now to heal, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to use one.
Well, you can use it right now before we begin the fight. So anybody can do that right now if they want to before we begin the fight, if they forgot about it. If you're at partial HP or low HP, Brett?
Oh, I used mine and I'm at partial HP.
Well, if you want to use your hit dice now before we begin the fight, you can.
No, I already did, is what I'm saying. Like,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother. I've got 51 out of 56, but I'm fine.
So out of the pool of water, Morgwin, as it gets, Raimundo, as you look over to the left, you see the creature. It's as big as a warhorse, but as lithe as a tiger. Your mind discards the thoughts of all their beasts but one. It's a dragon. Glossy back scales and tough as steel, armor in its muscular form, and its 2 terrible horns sight from its head, shadowing deep-set eyes that glimmer with malevolent intelligence. It breathes its acid breath. And I'm going to say it breathes it onto these people right here. Right? So it's going to breathe it onto Fizzgig, Neji, Morgwin, and Cans. All make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Dex for
No way! I rolled a natural 1, dude.
Wow.
Oh,
God.
no.
It's a dex
Wait.
for half. The DC is 14.
Hold on.
I'm coming back. Give me 1 second.
Good luck. So did everybody make their dex roll? I'm about to roll the damage, correct?
Yes.
There we go. Who's going to drop, guys? That's the question. 52 acid damage.
Oh, that's... Oh.
So whoever was in that cone. So we got whoever failed to save. Otherwise, you take half, which is 26. That would be a Fizzgig, Neji, Morgwin, and Cans. That's who was hitting. by
Wait,
the
so
alien.
I rolled a nat 1. So does that like a is that like a crit at all or no?
No, we don't do that roll.
All right, man.
Okay.
It's a crit. No, don't.
I mean, I'm just
Who's unconscious?
being-
Or are you guys still up?
I am.
What was the save?
DC 14.
Oh, I got 13. Bastard.
Sucks.
I am probably.
It was 52 damage.
52
I
You
should
a
be
damage.
rogue,
dead.
Neji?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm definitely like, dude. I'm 1 foot in the
Wait,
door.
Neji's on
52?
death's door. 52 acid
Net-
damage.
Neji,
Yeah.
Oh
aren't you a
shit!
rogue?
I should have took that
Yeah.
dice to
I
roll.
had 31 HP, man.
Don't you have uncanny dodge? Or is that level? Am I mistaken?
What do you mean?
Is anybody dropped is the question. This is a lot of damage.
Yes.
Morgwin drops. So
Yep.
I'm gonna let's take his model and put it in the prone position. Morgwin takes a stack of exhaustion. And the thing is he takes a massive hit, right? Of a single hit, he takes another stack of exhaustion. That's from that massive damage.
Wait, but
Take
what were
2
you
stacks
saying,
of
Godos?
exhaustion. Let me take
That
a look
if
at the
you
massive
had-
damage rule here.
That if you had uncanny dodge, but that's level 5.
I think you actually have to make
Yeah.
a DC save, Morgwin. Everybody does. They got hit by
A
it.
what now?
It's a DC save. This is the massive damage rule.
It's a con save, yeah?
It's a DC 15 con save. So now everybody needs to make a DC 15 con save as you take over half of your HP within 1 hit.
Failure.
So you take another stack of exhaustion.
Yay.
So you have 2 stacks of exhaustion.
Wait, do I make a con save even though I'm
Neji
dead?
takes a stack of exhaustion as he's covered in acid.
Yes, you do.
Am I able to use absorb elements in this?
Yes, you can
scenario?
as a reaction. As a surprise round, you cannot use any action or reaction. So the answer is no.
Okay.
But that's a great question.
Damn.
I got 22.
So you pass, so you don't take a stack of exhaustion. Neji takes a stack, Morgwin takes a stack, and then Fizzgig takes a stack of exhaustion. Even though you don't drop to 0, you still take a stack of exhaustion. As you're covered head to toe in acid, your skin begins to boil off. The dragon dips below the ground, dips below the water, right? So I'm just going to go down the initial count. Everybody's still surprised. Nightscale breathes the acid. So that's the end of his turn as he dips below. We're up to the top of the round. We're done with the surprise round.
I wasn't surprised.
Oh, that's right. Ramundo's up. What do you do, buddy? The dragon is below the water.
Sorry, can I just ask one thing first? Am I dead now, or am I on 1 HP or what?
What's your total HP?
I were on 51 at the time, and yeah, I did 52 damage.
You drop that. You drop as you take. You have 2 stacks of exhaustion as you drop unconscious into a dying state.
Okay.
I rolled a dirty 20 on the stealth roll with the dragon. Ramundo's up.
Fuck.
How is he up if we're at the top of the...
Ramundo is
because
surprised,
I
not
wasn't
surprised
surprised.
because he rolled a 20 for his
right.
perception.
Right.
I will. Fuck. I turn around, look, I got 2 guys down.
You just hear burning and screaming
Yep.
as you smell that nasty smell of burnt hair in your nostrils. And the dragon dips below the water.
Bonus action, healing word on Morgwin.
Okay.
Get your ass up. Tonight is not done. And
Pull it up.
bonus action, healing word on him to give him back. Add 3 to that, 6 hit points back to you.
Copy that.
Can I see him under the water?
You want to use your action as a perception roll?
Not necessarily. I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
You prep it, like
on-
where it is.
Drop it where he went under the water. And it is a 10-foot column, Esbald. And kind of the way that it is, yeah, you're right. at the beginning of its turn, or any turn where it gets pushed into the moonbeam, it'll take damage. But I just sort of try and light up so I can see down there, see if the moonbeam gives me any sort of vision.
I like this. I like this a lot, Raimundo. What we're going to use is we'll use the persistent AoE stuff. We're going to put it, because you rolled the perception, you saw where the dragon came up. Now, obviously, the dragon it will take the damage on the start of its round, right? Oh, that's coming up. Morgwin is up, though. So I'm going to put the moonbeam here. We'll have you make a spell attack roll to see if the moonbeam is strong enough to go through the water all the way to the bottom, though. It's not
the D20?
The light is not dispersed enough to go through all the water. Because the dragon, the way it is at the bottom of the pool, is untargetable, right? Because it's considered heavily obscured.
Right. So D20?
Yeah, it's a spell attack roll. I'm giving you a chance for the moon because it's light particles that are traveling through the water. So I'm giving you a chance to damage a dragon.
It's +5, so 12.
I'm going to be a nice guy. I'll say, yeah, you can get down there. We'll say the DC's 10, right? Because it's light traveling through water, so we'll allow it to go down there and hit the dragon, okay? I'm going to put the light out as an AoE effect, I think. We can do it like this. In a second. 3. Oh, it's bugging out a little bit because we're in the water. It's bugging out, but it's right here.
Got it.
Because it's underwater, so it's like the AoE effect's not working or something. It's just bugged a little bit. Morgwin, is that the end of your turn, Raimundo, or you want to move it all?
I'm going to move my guy there.
You see Fizzgig is down. Yeah, move your model. Cool. You've basically been ambushed by this dragon as you've come in here with your torches. Morgwin's up, right?
We're fucking leaving, yeah? He looks at Raimundo.
Not my decision to make, man. He's lit up. We'll see.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a choice.
Well, maybe if we go back the way we came, he won't be able to see us.
All right, head your way.
Fuck this. So, who else is down? Is it Fizz and Neji? Are you down?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna grab Neji.
You stand up and grab Neji?
Grab him and pull him up the stairs.
I
don't know.
This is what happens: is you grab your sword because you have your sword out. As you die, you go into a dying state. You drop your weapon. You grab Neji as your action, right? Because that's your second object interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can drag him at half speed.
Okay. So let me get the thing up.
So you can move about this far, dragging him.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
Now, see, the thing with the new bard rules, you could have used your reaction to heal him, but you were surprised, right?
Well, I can still do that even as I walk up the stairs.
Yeah, but only when they take damage.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, you're going to use healing word?
Right. But I can use a bonus action to healing word.
Yep.
Neji.
Go ahead.
Hang on.
Hands, this is maybe the sense that you're trying to feel, right?
He had 7 back, Nedge.
Yeah.
Can you remember what the
So
dwarves were whispering?
as I'm picking him up, I'm laying my hand on him and speaking the magic words. Come on, lad, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Ooh. All right.
And he and I assume, would end up in the same spot at the top of the stairs. That'll be the end of my turn.
Neji's turn isn't up yet. Nightscale's up. So Nightscale rolls a d6 to see if his breath weapons resets. It resets on a 5 or 6. I roll a 5. It resets. He peers his head
Does it
back.
make its constitution?
Oh, that's right. It does have to make its con save. I roll a 16.
13.
I roll a 16.
Okay, so it takes half of 2d10.
Yeah. Minus 8.
4 points.
Okay, 4 points.
Radiant.
Nightscale is barely wounded. What? Nightscale peers up through the water, again with its breath weapon reset, and sprays Vodos Vex. Boom, hits Vodos Vex's. How mean should I be, guys? I mean,
Do it.
I'm just gonna move
We
him right
made
here.
a dumb idea and went to a place we shouldn't have been. Have a
I
good
could take it.
This creature has a pretty good swim speed. Let's see what's going on. Give me a second. I want to see how I want to spray. I can't see. I'm gonna say I can't see Fizz as he drops over the cliff like that, right? Fizz though, not Nightscale comes up. He blasts you. Make a dex save. Vodos.
10.
Fail. You take full damage. 58 acid damage as you're covered head to toe in black acid.
Reaction?
I do have a reaction shield master evasion. Different effect that allows half damage on success. You can use
That's
your-
right. You pull up your shield, right? With the evasion thing. I love it.
Yes, I do.
That's
I
true.
just
That's sweet.
tried to put my shield in the ground and just take it all. How much is that?
So it's
Well, how much
58
damage
divided by
was
2, so that's what?
Why
A
not?
lot.
26.
20,
Or 15, 29.
29 damage.
My skin is boiling and I just say just a scratch. But I'm
This is but a flesh wound.
This is but a flesh wound. I look excited, but then
The fact that Nettie turned Monty Python is fun.
That's what it sounds like, I guess. I don't have the exact effect, but that's close enough. Nightscale goes black underwater. It moves out of position, Ramundo, as it changes its position, as you kind of get, as it increases its tactics. As it goes back underwater, it's unknown where it's at. You know where its last position was, but it's moved out of your moonbeam. Neji's up. Are you?
What do I do?
You're badly injured, though, Vodos.
I am at a 10, yes.
Okay. Neji, what do you stand up? I'm assuming Neji. So that's half
Yeah,
your
yeah,
movement.
I'm up. What do I do?
Fight. That's what Moto says. Fight.
In fact, Morgwin, technically, you would only been able to drag him 7 feet. That's okay. Because you stood up yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're dragging him at half speed.
Do I
We
just
gotta
run?
get the fuck out of here, lad. We're
What
not
is it?
none of us are gonna survive this.
Okay, yeah, I don't really think there's anything else I can do besides run, so I guess
You tell me.
I'll just bonus action dash, and then I can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah. You want to move like this up here? Go ahead and move your model, buddy.
Yeah.
As you begin to flee from Nightscale. Maybe the Durgar were right after all.
Yeah, I'll put it like right here. That's my turn. I can't really.
That's your bonus. That's your cunning action.
But there's like nothing I can do.
You can also move another
Right.
30, right?
Okay, so dash is that like? Cause I only okay. All right, so then
That's
Use your
usually
cunning action, right?
it's double my total, not my current. Is
That's
that what
correct.
it is?
That's double your
Okay.
current, right? So you can move another 30, right? Rogues are quick, man.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Take dash. You have
It's
to-
okay. It's not a big deal. Well, is that the end of your turn, Neji? As you move it,
Yeah.
you use your cunning action. You still have your action though.
There's nothing I can do.
No healing potions, nothing.
Not that I don't think I have anything like that. No.
Cons is up.
Yeah, I am going to move up a bit. 5, 10. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Fizz.
As you touch him.
Yep. I heal him for 9.
As you're healed for 9. As you come to.
Okay.
A moment's incantation and a gentle touch later, bloodless flesh becomes rosy, gashes close, and the broken bones knit instantly, and the boils of your flesh begin to close, Fizz, from the acid.
I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights in the area that I saw him go underwater.
when the dancing light. This is, I think we did this on our Tomb of Annihilation game. When the dancing light goes underwater, it goes away.
I'm gonna have it on top of the water.
Sure. So what we'll do? Oh yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna cast that. That's your action. So I have these dancing lights here.
Yeah, and there'll be. I'll create 4 of them, sort of in like a square.
I think you can create 3
I
dancing
think
lights, right?
4 torch-sized ones.
Oh, so 4 of them.
Yeah,
there's
and they
only
each
3.
have a 10-foot radius. So I'm gonna kind of spread them out a little bit to see if we can possibly shed some light on this.
So what I'm gonna do is we'll put them out like in the chamber like this. I will float them up. It requires your concentration to have dancing lights.
Yep.
So I'll try to do it like this, and it's gonna bug out a little bit. Of course it is, because this map is really complex.
I gotta challenge you.
We'll say there's light up here, you know.
Yeah.
And
You could have the light playing.
Yeah, I tried to, but then it goes underwater, right? I can't just skim it across the surface. Unless I put down these little platforms on top of the water. I can increase... You have the perception is there, right? When it comes up from the 5 feet. I'm going to say you have 10 feet worth of depth perception down there. Okay?
Okay.
Is that at the end of your turn?
I'm going to move again.
Where are you going to move?
5, 10, 15. I'm gonna move a little bit in front of Morgren here.
Cool. His gig is up, right?
Yeah,
His gig, you come
And
back
if-
from the brink of death.
you know, if I move while being prone, is that half my movement speed, or
That
I
is
still
correct.
get?
You're crawling.
Okay.
You have advantage on dexterity, though, I believe, when you're prone. Yeah, all attack rolls are made at disadvantage.
Okay, I'd not use this spell as often as I would want to, but if I cast Ray of Frost, will it freeze the water since it's a liquid, or would it not? Basically, I want to use it as like crowd control rather than a direct attack damage.
This is a level 0 spell. It's only going to freeze like a small little part.
Control water would do that, but only in a 5-foot area.
Yeah.
Frostbolt, I don't think does at all.
Alright,
I think.
30 seconds.
okay, I'm just gonna crawl 15 feet.
Okay. Then what?
And then I can't see the guy from here, can I?
He's underwater.
So I can't attack him with magic missile, even though I can't see him because there's no valuable target,
Well,
right?
The problem too is did you stand up? No, you're
No,
still
I'm
prone.
gonna
Like you can
stay
barely see over the
prone.
ledge being prone. Your time is up. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that was the end of my
Okay,
turn. There's
Lotus
not
is
much
up.
to read.
Oh. Vados is gonna look at his skin boiling, and he's just gonna look at the water, and look at the group, and look at the water, and look at the group, look at the water. And he's just gonna.
What are you gonna do? You gonna go wrestle a dragon?
I want to. That's what Vodos would do, because I have a
Let's
flaw
do
in
it.
here that would. That no. That's a flaw I have that I need to win, but I can't because that's.
You look
so-
back, your party is running off without you.
I know.
What do you want to do,
My
Vodos?
God would forsake me. Motherfucker.
Flaws shouldn't make you kill yourself.
You're gonna act suicidal?
No, I'm taking the dash action again.
Okay, move your model.
I already measured 30 feet to the stairs, so I'm probably just gonna move myself far away from the stairs.
Yeah, one thing if you want to do complex movement like this, you go M and then 1, or I'm sorry, 2, and I can trace it like this, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
See, you're moving through your companions. Each time you do that, it costs 5 feet, so that is about as far as you can go at 40 feet.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Because when you move through a friendly target, it's considered difficult terrain.
yeah.
Raimundo's up.
Alright, so we're gonna move the moonbeam to essentially, I guess, up to around here.
Can move it up to the
In front of,
ledge.
like, yeah, up to the ledge here. Basically giving Bizgig some cover.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And myself, and then I'm gonna move 30 feet.
So I'm just using this little Hexblade's Curse, flame here for your moonbeam for now. Okay.
Yeah, I can't get all the way through probably because I gotta move through guys. But figure I can go there maybe.
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
I'm gonna put this guy down. Morgwin's up.
Yep. All right, so I got to think about the.
One good thing
Movement.
about the new exhaustion rules, guys, is that it doesn't affect your movement. I thought about
So
how
we're
to do
gonna
it.
move 5, 10 out of that. So that would be 35 feet. And then we'll add. So it'll be 65 together. So I think I can get to about there.
Okay, move your mount.
Even with the 10 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, I'm gonna lose out of that.
Sure.
Which, let's just say I get to there.
Sure, that's fine. You don't need to be pixel perfect.
Pixel perfect, I like that.
Are you done, Morgan?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Nightscale's up. I roll a d6 to see if his breath weapon resets. I rolled a 2, so it does not. As it swims closer, it senses Fizzgig there, and it begins to crawl up.
Oh
And
god.
let's see what happens here. It crawls up to the ledge like that, and then it's going to cast a spell, I believe.
You said it's gonna cast a spell? Hold on. You said it's gonna cast a spell.
Is that in the radius of the moonbeam?
It is not. Because the moonbeam is up a little bit farther, so it like crawls out of the water. And I'm going to cast...
Yes, kill us, Assbog.
Not killing you. I mean, this is the way the game is, man. You guys... I have the sound
kidding.
effect going on, too, of the fucking
I'm
dragon,
kidding,
man.
I'm kidding.
I don't want to do, man. Fizzgig makes a... Actually, what we'll do is we create a fog cloud. Right here. It goes out. I'm going to get Fizzgig in it. Like, we'll say it's a little bit farther. This. And one thing I'm going to do with this is kind of cool. We're going to try it out. It's a new feature. Lock it. And then I'll try to change the color of it a little bit. Like kind of a darker cloud. A fog cloud goes up. Everything is heavily obscured in the fog cloud. So the movement speed is now halved in the fog cloud. Neji is up.
Were you still running, right? Yeah.
The dragon spreads its claws wide, sweeping gestures to summon a magic of nature. He begins the incantation. The eyes become cloudy, like shrouded mist, and a cold broom begins to foam, rising up above the ground like wispy tendrils that form a thick bubble fog around that area. What do you want to do, Nej?
Just keep
trucking?
Just keep running. Yeah.
So yeah, you can move 30, and then your bonus action, right, is another 30.
Right.
30.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's
Yep.
what, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 30.
Okay, and then the way I have it for a rogue is you get another move action if you want to, right? Because your cunning action is a free action. where you just get a free move action. You can move another 30. When you start climbing up the ladder, like climbing speed, it's half. So it's 15. The way up is 120 feet.
Okay, I didn't even see the ladder here. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the ladder you came down, bud.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
So I'm going to move your character. We can move your character back to the ladder if that's the way you're trying to go up. Unless you're trying to hide.
Well, I mean, we're all trying to leave, so it makes no point in, there's no point in hiding. There's nothing else in here besides this dragon, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'll just go up the ladder.
Okay. Start climbing up the ladder. So what we're going to have to do is on your sheet or whatever, you have to kind of keep track of how far you're moving up the ladder. The number you have to get to the very top is 120.
How much did I move just now?
You move 15.
Okay.
So you have to keep a mental note of it. I suggest you keep it on a little piece of paper next to you, where I can keep track of you if you want. You know, this is like you're trying to escape. Counts up. You're surrounded by an opaque cloud of fog.
Would I be able to see the dragon?
No,
if I was like.
No. Right, because you're looking in or through the cloud of fog is completely heavily obscured.
Okay.
You have to have some
like
other
you're
type of
behind a wall.
sense or something like that to sense it out. So you make a perception roll, would be at disadvantage, and that would be your action.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
What do you want to do, buddy?
I'm out of here.
Cans, you're kind of like you're a wizard though, right? Or a sorcerer? An
I am a sorcerer. Sorcerer, artificer.
Okay. But what do you want to do, bud? You want to just try to run out?
I'm going to leave.
Okay, so moving through the fog cloud is half speed. So that's your full move action right there, right?
And I'll use my action.
Because you're like feeling around, right? Because you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to do dash action. Now you get the full move.
That's 10.
You can move 30, yeah, whatever. That's as
So
far
I
as
can
you're
move
good.
there.
You look back and you see it, right? The fog cloud right here. This gig is up. You're prone.
Okay.
You hear the growl of the dragon right below you. You see the dragon casting magic, and then everything goes, you're covered in fog.
Okay, I have one question.
Sure.
Like, can I overcast a spell even though I can't cast that tier of spell?
What are you trying to do? You have to describe what you want to do.
So, okay, I would say I want to overcast Fireball if I had it, but I want to overcast it as a 9th level spell rather than a thing, yeah? Even though I can't cast a 9th level spell.
The DC goes up. Do you have Fireball?
No.
So what are you trying to do, Fizz? Come on.
Well, to be honest, there's not really much I can do here right now.
Okay, what do you want to do, bud?
Run.
Okay, I'm not gonna survive even if I run.
Oh no, I mean.
So I'm gonna stand up.
Wait, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Half his movement.
Yeah.
Stand up.
I am gonna.
That's 15 movement.
Yep. I think it's 15 movement.
Yes.
Sorry, let me measure this real quick.
Yeah, it's.
Are you trying to run into the dragon and fight him, or you're gonna go run out?
Oh no.
You're gonna
What are you
sacrifice
doing, Fizz?
yourself?
Okay, I want to run towards the dragon.
Okay.
You're gonna run into my moonbeam.
I'm gonna say
Wait,
he runs right here, so he's not in your moon.
Can you like jump in the water and hide?
You
Well,
can,
I was
guess.
planning to dive in between the dragon's legs and into the water.
Okay,
and
that's an
then
acrobatics check against the dragon's acrobatics. You want to do that?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check. As you try to
That's,
tumble,
I feel like
as
that's
you
a
try
very
to
bad
tumble
idea.
through the,
What's
through the
the
dragon.
plan?
I'm
Roll
no
a dirty
genius.
20. You fail as the dragon closes one of its legs. You're right in front of the dragon. And that's your action, is because you did a skill check, right?
Fuck, man.
Just tumble off the edge, dude. You're right there. Just.
Well, that's
Now I
his
have to
action.
save
so
you.
I think that's the
I
end of your turn. Do
slip.
you have a bonus action or no?
I slip and fall into the water.
You want to try to slip? You want to jump into the water?
No, I want to fall into the water, so I slip and fall in. I'll take damage. I'm happy to do that.
Well, you won't take damage, but the dragon tries to grab you. Make an opposing
Oh.
athletics check as the dragon.
Oh
lets you
my
escape.
gosh.
What is the plan?
You make,
This gig, it was nice knowing
You make
you.
a dex or acrobatics roll. It's your call.
a dex or an acrobatics? Well, don't even. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll acrobatics.
Roll a 7.
17.
So the dragons, you slip through the dragon's fingers and you dive into the water. I'll put your model in the
Okay.
water. That's the end of your turn. Vodos is up.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
That's the end of your turn.
I was
You
gonna
can have
say,
a bonus action. I mean,
Yeah, I was just wondering. Since it's a class feature of mine, well, not class feature, racial feature, I want to cast Disguise Self on myself.
that's an action to do so. Vodos is up.
All right, I'm gonna use my Triton, ability, control air and water,
Awesome.
and I am going to. We're surrounded by fog cloud.
That's correct.
You're gonna see as Vodos kind of just sticks his sword into the ground, just shank, and he kind of. You see this. He kind of waves his hands around in kind of a circle motion,
Awesome.
and wind kind of like a tornado kind of goes around. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind towards where I think the dragon is. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
The wind blows. And as you blow across the bean in the palm of your hand, the spell component, right? And you make a fist, the wind erupts
yes.
beneath your fingers. Rushing out an ongoing gale, you struggle to keep your grip as you concentrate on the spell in the direction of the wind's fury. The spell is destroyed or dissipated. On the other end, you guys see you see the moonbeam and you see the dragon, and it looks towards you, right at you.
If that dragon starts his
What?
if the dragon starts his turn in my Gust of Wind, he needs to make a strength saving throw every 15 feet. Just want to remind you.
He is at the start of his turn. Let me
Okay,
just
good.
double check
But-
that real quick.
I'm just holding it like a Kamehameha.
I know, it's awesome. This is one of the ways to actually do it. I love it.
It's 10 foot wide.
It's a
and
60
feet
foot
long.
line, so you're blasting it right at the dragon. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
allow it to do it. And the dragon has to beat your strength saving throw DC, or he gets pushed back 15 feet.
Yes, sir.
Ramundo is up, correct? Or Vodos, you want to move at all, or are you going to stay there?
I could. Yeah, I'll. Actually, no, I'll stay. Oh, I wouldn't be able to see where Fizzgig is, right? I didn't see him
This
run
game, you
past
see
me.
a splash of water right behind the dragon.
Fuck. I'll just stay there and just keep casting Gust of Wind. I won't move. I'll just look at
Stand
Ramundo
your
and
ground.
just look at him and just say, "Go,
Ramundo's
go."
up.
Sazbo, can you do me a favor? Like, the base size of that moonbeam would be large. It's actually a 10 foot. It's 5 foot radius. Because I don't know if you can make the base larger on it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
large.
I need to put it. So what it is, it's a medium-sized base. It's not 10 feet. It's just a 5 feet. Oh no, it's 5 feet radius. You said. So, yeah,
Right, it's
10
5
feet.
foot radius.
You're
So
right.
it is 10 foot.
Yeah, you're right. Let me change that for you, buddy. Like that.
Yeah.
He blew out the fog cloud, so
That's
I can
right.
see the dragon.
Yes.
So as an action, I'll place it on the dragon,
Okay.
and then I just move 30 feet away,
Nice.
right next to Khan's. And bonus action, I'll healing word myself.
Okay. Cool. Morgwin's up.
I use 30 of my movement.
You see Neji scaling up the thing. He's kind of like that Navy SEAL. Just kind of like he's not even like
Yeah.
he's just like climbing up the rope without the feet.
I don't think you can say Navy SEAL to a Marine. I think that's probably a bad
Same.
thing, right, Nej?
Same. We're part of the Navy.
Sorry, Neji.
They're spec
Whenever
ops.
you want to
That's-
go and fight, those boys give you a ride, right?
Hey, man, exactly. You
Right.
just don't call me a soldier, man. It's all good. We're better than those army schmucks.
So I use 30 of my movement to get to the base of the ladder, and now I'm 30. I'll use
50.
double move to get 30 feet up.
Okay, sure. You have to move past Neji. Neji's only 15 feet up, so you have to climb on the other side of the ladder to do
Well,
so, right?
sure. That if that's what you'll allow. If not,
Yeah.
I'm right behind Neji. Like, fucking move, fucking move.
No, you're on the other side of the ladder. You see it, Neji, as he's climbing up the other side. Nightscale's up. So Nightscale makes a con save.
And a strength save.
Yeah, let me make the con save first. He fails. So he takes full damage from the the moonbeam.
15 points of radiant.
Nice. And then he takes the strength save, you said?
Yeah, he's not a shape changer, is he?
No, he's not. 12.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No, you're good. The chromatic dragons are not.
My save DC is 14.
I failed, so with a 12. So
Yeah,
he's
he gets
blown
pushed
off
back
15 feet. So he's blown
Yes.
out of the thing. He's pushed into the water where he is on top of. He swims down to Fizzgig, who's underwater.
Oh,
I roll a d6 to see if his breath weapon resets. It does not. I roll I attack Fizzgig underwater with all the ferocity. Okay, claw attack number 1. Fizzgig is going to be... The first one will be a grapple against Fizzgig to hold him underwater and pin him down. Fizzgig rolls an athletics check or acrobatics check. I roll a natural 20. 24 strength as the dragon pins you to the bottom of the pool.
What the hell are these rolls, dude?
I'm like, I rolled ass, man. I rolled a natural 1. on
Bizgig,
the
you're
con save.
muted.
You weren't here last week, Ned. She rolled like 720s. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I would like to roll the athletics if that's all right.
Yeah, roll athletics. Plus 3. You can't even pass with a natural 20. You're pinned down. That's his first attack, so you're grappled with the dragon. Your speed is now 0 as you're underwater as you begin to start to breathe water and strangulate. The dragon swipes a claw at you. With a 23, you take 10 slashing damage, and the dragon bites down at you with another a 20 to hit your AC, right? You take 2d10 plus 4, or 16 piercing as you feel the dragon's teeth rip through your flesh, plus an additional 1d8 acid damage from the dragon's mouth. You take another 7 acid damage.
I hope you got another character.
Are you dead? Are you dying, Fizz?
I am dead.
Are you dying or are you dead? The question. Because I did 2
am
attacks,
dead.
right? So you felt, did the first attack drop you to 0?
Yeah.
So now you're in the dying state. You take 2 death saves. Neji's up. Or do you guys want to call it a night? Because we're at 10-10 right now.
I mean, I think we're about to end it, right?
Okay,
Like,
Neji's
we're
up.
all,
You're
we're all
climbing
gonna
up?
run away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Neji's up. Neji, you're just climbing up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight up. How much
So
is
that's
that?
15 times 3 or 45, right?
Okay, yep, and that puts me at 60. And as I pass
halfway
more
up.
Gwen,
Yeah.
I mimic his voice and I go move, move, move. Well, because I yeah.
Right.
I am running.
I am running.
I'll use my action.
His Votos can't
You
run.
get up to the base of the ladder. Fizzgig is up. Fizzgig makes his death save in public because it's his last one.
Can
Oh, Jesus.
Rolls a
can
D20.
can the dragon even follow us like into this little like cavern?
Oh, no!
Fizzgig
Nice
rolls a
job,
natural
Fizz.
1. Fizz, describe how your character dies while being mauled by a dragon underwater.
That's horrible.
I don't know. I don't have any words right now because I just don't. I'm gonna say as it's clawing me down, water inhales through my lungs and suffocates me during the process of the claws digging into my stomach and pretty much peering me a hole. There's no pain. It's just straight quick death.
Thank you for your service. You died so we could live.
And
You guys, can we all give him a salute? Votos is up.
Fuck. If I yell, will they be able to hear me?
You hear bubbling and gurgling underwater. See just a bunch of bubbles come out from that area because you're like the last one down here, right?
I'm talking about them near the ladder. Can they hear me if I yell from where I'm at?
Yes.
Can they respond if I talk to them?
You can still talk
What do you
to
wanna
me
do, bud?
telepathically.
I just
Talking
want to.
free.
I want to yell at them. You're really gonna leave him down here?
Yes, now let's go.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Fuck.
Climb the fucking ladder, you dumbass.
Fuck. I can't. I'm gonna jump in
Dude,
the water.
it's literally
You
a
gonna fight the
dice roll
dragon?
whether we live or die.
I Bodos has to. It's my backstory. I have to. Bodos is going to.
He's that guy,
God.
guys. He
He's
just said
good-
his
he's-
backstory. I love it.
Backstories and backstories and faults are not suicide. That's not how the game is. Not how the game is written.
I mean, Vodos, you look back, you don't even see the dragon. You assume it's underwater. But like,
Well, you don't really know that he's dead though, right? Like,
I
he didn't-
don't. I don't. That's why. If he was dead, then I'd be like, fuck. Okay, then I'd go.
the rest
But
of
I
your
don't know he's
companions
dead.
are telling you to follow them, though. That we cannot remove his agency. What do you want to do, Vodos? Last chance.
Can I roll a dice? Give me a second.
Yeah, roll a dice to make. Do it the D&D way. You roll a net straight up 10. What do you do,
Fuck.
bud?
I run.
You
I run.
Roll
I
your-
take a
move
dash
your
and I
model.
run.
Move your model.
No, that's a sphere. God damn it! Get out of here.
I'll move your model if you need to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do. This
I'll help you out
point
with the
thing you
movement
did.
here.
M and 2.
Can the dragon even come this far into the cavern?
It's a dash. It's a dash.
You move
so
up
I'm
to
just-
right here, buddy. You see
Yeah.
where my
Alright.
ruler is at? I'm just kind of helping
Yeah.
you out a little bit. You move up to like there.
All right.
You want me to move your model?
No, I got it. I got it. No.
I love how they fixed the AoE stuff a lot. Raimundo's up. Your moonbeam is still up, buddy.
So, yeah, so Moonbeam is up. Like, how clogged is this area? Like, how much of that Moonbeam would it take up if we can move it just into here? And then I'm gonna...
We move it here. I mean, I'm gonna say yes. It's a natural. I'm looking here at the cavern. If I look at the cavern, you stick it in the center on the bridge, right?
Right?
Is that what you do?
Yep.
You look
And then I
below.
move 30.
You see the water going below the bridge. Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, as you think about that, you move it maybe a little bit farther back, so the moonbeam is like this a little bit, right? So you're trying the best way to block this hallway area.
Right.
I mean, the model is what it is, and the AOE effect, it might not be good enough.
Yeah. I mean, that's my attempt, and then I move 30.
Roll. Probably moved right about here, buddy. When you guys do the movement, you guys don't need to be like super precise. It's okay if you're within 5 feet. It's not a big deal. Like you're probably right here. Morgwin's up.
So I'm 30 up the ladder now. I'm gonna go another 60 up the ladder total. So
How are
90
you
up.
moving so
How
fast?
tall-
How are you moving so fast?
I've got 30 feet of movement. I would dash up unless the ladder is half
Climbing
speed.
speed is half speed.
Okay, so I am 30 feet up the ladder.
That's right.
On top of the 15 that I was before.
That's
So
right.
I'm 45 up total.
Yeah, because Neji's really quick. Nightscale's
Yep.
up. Nightscale chomps down, crunching, pulverizing, eating, devouring, but methodically stripping away any valuables that Fizzgig has. Neji's up.
Got all them
Same
coffers.
thing. Just gonna move another 45 feet.
Okay. Are you at the top?
I'm 15 feet from the top.
Cans is up.
I'm going to wait for.
You're at the
my
bottom of
buddies.
the. You're at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the last 2 people to show up, or 3 people. I'm assuming is coming behind me. So
Yeah. Biz is dead. Vodos is up. So when you don't do anything like this, you take the dodge action, right?
Mhm.
That's your default action if you just don't do anything. Vodos is up.
Fuck, man. I'm just dashing to the ladder, 50 feet there, movement, and then start climbing up 5.
You see them coming down the way. Because you have 60 feet dark vision, Cons. I mean, you see these two right here. You sure you don't want to
I
start
don't see
climbing
this.
up?
I don't see the third person, and I don't know what's going on.
He says that to you, Vodos. What do you say?
Vodos is just gonna look very upset and angry and just give you a look that just says, "There's no one else. There's no one else. It's just us two." Now go.
All right, I'll go up the ladder.
Ramundo.
I wild shape into my lizard.
Yeah.
Larry the lizard. I'll just use the croc.
Sweet. Yeah, I love it.
He's got 30. Well, I gotta move up my 30. Yeah, I think that's it.
This
for
is
him
like a
for this
ladder,
round.
right? So, but you could climb up the wall at normal speed, like what you're talking about, along the walls here.
Right, and I basically have like a saddle on my back, so if anybody wants a ride, you can hop on my back and I can spider climb up and take you up with me.
I'm jumping off the ladder onto the saddle.
You jump onto the saddle.
Yeah.
Morgwin.
I'm gonna spend my movement to get another 30 feet up the ladder. How tall was the ladder again?
120.
120.
All right.
It's a
I'm
metal,
now
like,
75
steel
up
ladder.
the ladder.
Nightscale's up, right? I'd roll a... I'm gonna roll a wisdom thing with him. He pursues you. We go into next week.